Exiled Archon presents a Ghost Logic game.
And we are live.
Nice.
I finally got
Welcome
that
in.
intro video for you. I'm sorry.
It's all right. That was long awaited, and yeah, it's probably a little loud, but we'll go back and we'll fix all that stuff. Well, welcome into Saturday Night's Delta. Well, no, it's Florida Green. It's not Delta Green.
Yeah.
I keep saying that.
It's Florida Green, and we're playing Pulp Cthulhu. It's not confusing, even a little bit.
Yeah, it is Pulp Cthulhu, based off the Call of Cthulhu 7th edition rules. This is episode 5, and we're going to be tying up some loose ends today, I think. But as we do, we're going to start with a banter question. So Halloween's coming up. I carved pumpkins with my kids today, and I was thinking back to all the cool Halloween stories that I was that I had, and I was telling my kids this stuff. And it's a completely different day and age. My kids will never really experience Halloween the way that I experienced it. And it made me think about do you guys have any good Halloween stories? Best trick or treat tale? Have you ever TP'd a house? Anybody?
Oh, you mean Halloween pranks?
I just mean Halloween stories. It doesn't have to be a prank. Does anyone even really like Halloween anymore?
Love Halloween.
I love Halloween.
I didn't get Halloween as a kid. And Ghost, I imagine you can relate to this because you grew up out in the sticks too. It was a 20-minute drive to my grandparents' house, and there was no neighbors. So we drove to the community that my grandparents lived in to do Halloween. It was a big deal. We didn't really get Halloween the same way we get it here. That's one of the reasons I love living where I live, is because, I get to do things for Halloween, Yeah. And I am that house that hands out full-size candy bars because,
Legendary status.
Right? I love that we get trick-or-treaters. So I guess I don't really have a Halloween story as much as I am enthusiastic about Halloween, although I will admit that I have not put all my decorations up yet. I would have done it today, but I was working all day.
You are forgiven. I just have massive spider webs I keep up 24/7, 365.
Oh, do those count?
They do count.
What about the dead grass in my driveway? Does that count?
Yep, tall grass.
That's a Halloween. Yeah. That's a Halloween decoration.
I've been untreating my lawn for a long time, waiting for Halloween.
Right?
Oh man, Kizik, you got any Halloween stories?
My wife's birthday is today, so she didn't like having Halloween/birthday parties. She just wanted today's to be about her today's. So I haven't liked Halloween as much as I like Halloween for 18 years. 17 years.
Gotcha. So you did do it like big when you were a kid, though.
I like dressing up and being other characters. Surprise.
I haven't dressed up in a long time because now I've got this beard and I can't really like shave the beard for one day out of the year to make a costume. So there's a lot of like, can I be a rough and tumble Viking? Yes. Okay, that's what I'll do.
I could 3D print you a mask.
A mask. Helping the kids with their Halloween stuff this year. McKenna is like a princess from Descendants. I'm not too 100% on this, but she's got the whole costume now. And then Matthew's Kelsier from the Mistborn books. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but I had to like cut up a cloak. It's like nice little strips of ribbon. It took me forever.
It's cool that you put that effort in, though. Your kid will appreciate that later on in life in ways that he doesn't even appreciate it now.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I remember like asking my mom for a big pumpkin so that I could put it on my head as a mask. I just wanted to be Pumpkinhead. So she went out and found a huge plastic pumpkin, and we cut the bottom out and we put it over my head, and it was the most uncomfortable fucking sharp plastic ever, and it cut me the whole night, and I complained about it and had to hold it up with both of my hands like I was a big fucking pumpkin head. And yeah, I was miserable, and I remember that. Thanks, Mom. I love you. Thank you. I appreciate you doing shit like that. Now, as a grown-up, I totally get it.
Don't worry, she doesn't watch this stream.
No, thank God. It would be terrible.
A couple of years ago, we went all out, and by we, I mean I. My youngest has white, like golden blonde curly hair, so we dressed her up like the blue princess who is Sleeping Beauty, and we made the pumpkin wagon, and then we put her, like, we used cardboard and painted it, and it was all there. And I tell myself that she's going to like that too. She was one and is going to see a picture and go like, hey, I don't remember that.
Right. You put a lot of effort in when I was really little. What happened to all that effort? Like, that's what my kids are going to be thinking. Like, we did so much when they were kids. But yeah, it's grown up. That's part of it. I don't know. Christmas is huge. That's the next big one to look forward to. I like skipping over Thanksgiving. It's a lot of just eating.
Yeah, but it's a lot of just eating.
I mean, I like Thanksgiving because it doesn't require special decorating effort or any of that jazz.
That's cool too. And I like spending time with people.
Yeah, I mean, it's a designated time to spend time with family that doesn't require you to do other shit. That's why I like it. But also, I've learned, like last year, we put our Christmas lights up on the inside of the house instead of the outside, and I like that so much better. And that makes me a little bah humbug because people aren't going to be able to go by and see my lights, but I can see my lights all the time, which made me so happy last year that we're putting our lights up on the inside this year.
I like that. That's cool. That's a cool tradition.
Why couldn't you do both?
Well, and this is something that's probably kind of important that you should know. I'm lazy. And I have a finite number of lights.
I have a ladder.
Yeah,
I always do.
Yeah, but like last time you said, look, right, I'm gonna tell on Ghost right here, right now, on the internet in front of everybody.
No, you don't have to do this.
You just shut up. Last time you said, I have a ladder, he comes over and he brings this ladder that's been broken in half. And that when you step on it, it starts to like crumple. And then because I take one step on it, and I'm like, no, dude, that's not safe. He's like, no, it'll be fine. And he climbs this bitch all the way to the tippy top and starts like in the roof of my garage trying to do something. And I could just hear the thing go just breaking as he's doing the thing. The story does not end him breaking his neck, although it almost did. But like, he gets down, it's like, no, it's perfectly fine. It's fine with the ladder. And there's like this, it's about to snap in half. It's got no safety arms or anything.
So, moral of the story: it's a 12-foot A-frame, and it was broken. I did throw it away. So,
who made you do it?
I grew as a person.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah. No one made me do it. I threw it away And then 2 months later, I was like, "Where's my fucking ladder?" Like I know I had a giant 12-foot A-frame ladder, and I had to go out and buy another one.
Oh my god, that story is so relatable now. But yeah, no, I feared for your life. Like, to the point where I was like, no, man, I know my garage door's broke, but it's okay. It can be broke, man. You don't have to get up there.
Yeah, I've got a new nice one now. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, I'm never lucky on a ladder, and that segues us to our luck refresh, because that's what we do at the start of every episode.
Yeah.
So each of you is going to roll a percentile dice. That's the D100 and the D10.
Hold on, I've got to open up my character sheet.
Oh no, Kizik. 100?
But that's good.
That's good here. Yeah, that's true. I don't want you to roll 100.
Green.
Can you fumble on luck refresh?
No, not on the refresh. That'd be really shitty. No luck for you.
Well,
Let's
let's see if I can fail my luck roll. I'm not going to get 100.
If the roll that you rolled is higher than the current luck roll on your sheet, you get to add 2d10 plus 10 because of the Pulp Cthulhu rules.
Well, I rolled a 97, so it turns out I can fail a luck
Wow.
roll.
But that's a good thing for you. You want to be higher than your current luck? I don't think anybody rolled equal to or lower than your current luck, so everybody gets a ton of luck points back. Bad news for me, good news for you.
So that's 3 d10s for me because I got the lucky trait.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That gives me 15 extra luck.
Ooh, no, spend that luck. I want you to spend it.
That puts me at 89 luck.
Oh, you did 3d10 plus 10?
Oh, I didn't do plus 10. That puts me at 99 luck.
You get a 9 on that last D10?
Oh, is that how that works? I just did what Kizik told me to do.
Yeah, he should do 3d10 plus 10 because he's lucky.
Yeah. So you got 29.
No. The lucky trait gives you plus 1 d10 when rolling for luck.
Right, so you rolled 3 D10s,
Yes.
and then you added that to 10, right?
Oh, no, I didn't, but I will.
That's
That puts me at 99. Okay, so Kizik was right.
Yeah.
Not that any of us are surprised. Yeah, so 99 luck. I can't get any higher than that because you're not allowed to have 100 luck, right?
Correct.
Yeah, but I did use a crap ton of luck in the last session.
Yeah.
So
At least 25.
I got to tell you, Graham's only superpower is his luck score. Like, he's not done a great job of finding places where he can really be valuable.
I think that's a huge premise in like movies like The Mummy.
Mm-hmm.
Brendan Fraser's character is just lucky sometimes, you know. That's who you got to be as a hero.
I can relate to Brendan Fraser, especially when he's screaming and running away. That's that I really do feel like that's the heart of my character.
Well, last time, you guys started by evaluating the medical needs of Stephen Sharp. Then you threw caution to the wind and woke him up from a coma using the Ibanez universe, Steve Vai's signature Ibanez universe. It's a relic held in Kincaid's vault, and it's now intimately connected to Gavin. Graham and Silas attempted to intimidate Stephen Sharp with a bit of an interrogation, but they got very little from the young man. They found out 3 things. Stephen fears the one-eyed man, called him a brother of the snake. Stephen says that he would die if he says anything. They're everywhere. And he fears his father and his master. And then Gavin discovered his pet snake. The adorable Cornelius was acting strange and decided to kill him so as to not be spied on anymore. And then Stella and Jasper took over the interrogation, and they used a hypnosis spell. And the players got some much-needed answers from Stephen Sharp. They found out a lot more. That the master is under Lake Gordon in Polk County, Florida. That they had to get there in an obviously magical bubble. That the master wishes them harm. And that Stephen doesn't know who the fuck Rich Diamond is. Oh, and also that the father and master are not the same person. Pretty important. You guys directed Silas and Steven to recover and stay at the vault, and you guys wrapped up your interrogation scene and headed over to the Tampa Police Impound to find any clues left behind inside the BMW stolen by Stephen Sharp. And what did you guys find there? Some nasty ectoplasmic discharge in the front passenger floorboard, and not much else. So you decided to steal an ambulance from the impound in order to use it as a cover to revisit the hospital you kidnapped Stephen Sharp from. And you discovered that Rich Diamond had been able to get into the hospital camera footage and copy the video of you kidnapping Stephen. But you got the spectral displacer from the hospital, and you brought it back to the vault. So we're going to start this episode there, with you guys returning to the vault triumphant. And just to remind everybody, you guys are in Tampa, Florida, at the Samuel L. Davis cigar factory. Underneath that, you are in this vault. I'm going to build this thing up. So you guys run down into the vault proper with your prize, the spectral displacer, after coming back from the hospital. And almost immediately, you realize that you're not really alone. Anna and two other ghosts are here along with you and the spectral displacer because they're anchored to them. So as you guys get here, Anna's here as well as two other ghosts. There's the little girl ghost that you guys, really Graham kind of talked to.
She's also
there's also the nurse ghost.
Well, we need to figure out what to do with this thing. Although I want to make two minor comments on your recap. The first one is not important, and that's that Graham tried to use logic, not intimidation, but that didn't work any better than intimidation. And the second thing is that we talked Silas into getting treatments. But I think that one might be important at some point.
Okay, I'm going to add that as a note because that's not in my notes.
But it's very important. I think he agreed to just do traditional treatments first, though. I think we were trying to convince him to use one of the artifacts, and he's like, I'm not going to do that, but I'll do this chemo stuff. I have to go back and rewatch the episode to be sure, but I think that's what happened.
I think he left to actively do that too. He said, "We'll watch the vault go."
I think that is true. I think we did that.
Okay, then Silas will not be here when you guys arrive.
Although we now have a nurse.
That's helpful.
Yeah. Although we are trying to release her.
Speaking of hurt people, there's also a guy who's in a coma.
Yes, but he's not a ghost yet.
Yeah, but that ghost helped me. Oh, sorry. Oh, when I wouldn't hurt or nothing, but that's way wrong. I gotta get in the right spot. Shoot him. So that nurse over there, she's real good. She got gentle hands. Helped me out when I got caught by that goat chicken thing. She might want to take a look at the guy over there, Ethan's brother.
I suspect. So I've had a chance now to look over this device, right?
You have. Do you have it on your... Yep, it's on your board.
I do. But this is not the kind of thing I'm normally familiar with. This isn't, for example, going to be a mechanical engineering check.
It's, no, it's a little bit beyond mechanical engineering. You can go ahead and give me, a starter kind of roll, like a skill roll, idea roll, mechanical engineering roll, if you want to do that.
Okay. But just to get a preference, my plan is to hand it to someone with either occult or weird science. I'm assuming that's what I'm looking for. Here, I'll make my idea roll so you can tell me whether or not. 27, I think, is a hard success. But it's an idea roll, it's a hard success.
Okay, so a couple things. One, you've looked over this before, and I might have described it to you as it has a symbol on it that is the thorn tree. It's the same symbol as the other devices in the Thorn Technologies collection here in the vault.
Mm-hmm.
Your idea roll will let you know that it's still active. Whatever is making it work, it's whirring like deep down inside. Maybe here on the front barrel, there's like an inner chamber that's sitting there spinning. So something's still spun up inside of it.
Okay. And I know that crate's there with that symbol on it because we saw it when we were going through the warehouse.
Yes.
Okay.
But this is totally a weird science gadget. This front little uvula thing we called it last time is a valve. You can like play with it and try to mess with it a little bit, and some things budge and some things move, but it doesn't really seem to do anything other than it's on right now.
Okay. Do either of you guys have like weird science or occult?
I have one of those things.
Gavin?
No. I can catch you a gator, though.
I bet you. I bet you. Oh damn! I bet you can't catch Jasper.
I mean, he's not like a gator. He's a caiman. So I wouldn't catch a gator. But if you want me to pull on one of those knobs, I'll pull on a knob.
Well, maybe we should. Noticing that these, when I get through here, I immediately notice that the little girl and Lisa and Anna are here.
Yes.
Okay. Liza, it's Z. I'm like, okay, well, we got to get this taken care of because they're stuck here. It's not fair to them to be anchored to this thing, and we know it has something to do with that crate. So, let's go digging through the gizmo crate.
Is this the thing we're looking at? The machine?
Where?
No, this is the engine. The machine is this one over here. Do you see it moving on his board?
Okay. Yeah.
That gun-looking thing.
I'll hand it to Stella if she wants to take a look at it, see if you recognize the symbols or anything. But it sounds like the symbols are from a technology corporation.
Stella, give me an occult roll.
I thought you were gonna do the Wizard of Oz thing.
I can't do that all the time. Oh. Yeah, 68 out of 80.
That's a pass.
Hey, yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so let's talk about spirit anchors. You have a pretty good idea of different types of spirit anchors, and you would look at this machine and maybe not know how the technology works, but you would recognize that it would take a spirit anchor and then amplify the potent magical effects of the anchor itself. So even though most of it's technological, it's still based upon something occultish, and you would recognize that. You would also know that maybe breaking this thing completely and smashing the anchor inside of it would then make this thing inert enough that the ghost could disperse.
We could smash it with a hammer.
That seems a bit crude. Maybe. But like
Evan's hopping up and down. I find a hammer.
It's a very unreversible action. And if it doesn't work and we smash this thing and they're still anchored here, we might not have any way to fix it.
The little girl goes to Lila, like reaches her hand out and grabs your finger. Just holds on to it like she's holding your hand.
Delilah?
Yeah, Delilah. Is that how you didn't read Delilah, did you?
No.
That's right. You wouldn't have known their names unless they told you. So, makes sense. No, Anna.
Called mine Sunshine.
Yes. She's smiling at you. But none of them have actually said anything since they got here.
Oh. I am definitely gonna... I'm definitely going to say hello to the little girl and see if she can talk back.
You feel a tiny squeeze on your hand, but she doesn't say anything.
Oh, well, that's new. They were able to talk at the hospital. I want to go look through the crate. I want a more elegant solution than smash it with a hammer. I will not rule out smashing it with a hammer, but I would like to try it another way first. Like I said, it seems like an unreversible decision.
Sure.
Oh, I thought we would see. I remember a thing now. And I take a step over towards the codex. Hey, robot codex man.
Hello, Mr. Gavin Sharp.
You know how that spirit gun work?
The spectral displacer?
Yeah, it looks like it's broke right now.
I'm sorry to hear that, Mr. Gavin Sharp. I know that it is item 8129, a bizarre, clunky breadbox-sized device resembling like a machine and a gun. It features a cloudy glass chamber connected to a set of worn copper wires.
Oh, it don't got a cloudy glass chamber no more. That's got broke. Can we replace that with something?
Maybe contact the original manufacturer?
Is that Thorn Technologies?
In other words, he doesn't know. Although I thought for a split second he was going to say, "I'm sorry to hear that, Gavin Sharp. I will charge it to your account."
You are responsible for the breakage of all vault technology. No, just kidding. It would say that it was submitted in 1983 by Agent Delgado, who is still in a secure mental hospital in Michigan, if you would like to talk to him.
That's a pretty far along away. Thank you for the information. Have a good day, Mr. Codex Robot.
Yep.
Have a good day, Mr.
Digging through weird. Digging through weird science, great. Good thought.
He wasn't very helpful, guys. We should go look in that crate now. I bet you they got a good hammer.
So the three of you? Are you coming over here too, Stella?
I'm trying.
Okay. So you guys walk your way through the vault. It's concrete dust. I mean, extra dust on top of that. Some of these things are pretty old. And as you guys walk over to the Thorn Technologies collection crate, you'll be reminded that there was footprints in the dust over here. The footprints of Stephen Sharp, who came over here completely on his own to root through the Thorn Technologies collection. So you guys open up, Graham opens up the cage part of this crate, and you look inside, and it's just a mishmash of old, like 1950s-ish and earlier technologies. There's a lot of like tubes and diodes and steel. There's just like a screen in there that you guys can, like, if you want to pull some stuff out, you guys can take a good look at things. Each of these things will have the little Thorn Technologies free symbol on them. Oh, I can, hold on. I'll unlock these things so you can start pulling things out. all just supposed to be weird objects. That one's not unlocking. There it is. There it is. Anyway, there's some weird stuff in there. As you take it out, none of it seems active. It's all stamped with the thorn tree, and yeah, all of it looks inert.
Does any of it look like the exact same architecture as the gun, like made up of the same components?
They're similar components. They're probably put together by the same factory, but it doesn't look like anything shares one-to-one. Everything seems to be a little bit one-off.
Are there any manuals or booklets or... I'm looking for the manual.
Yeah, no, none of this stuff has manuals to it.
Who would make something like this without a manual?
This thing looked like it got a top on it. You unscrew it from that and put it in yours.
That's a good idea. Can I find a piece that looks like the missing piece from the gun?
Yeah, give me a spot hidden roll.
God fucking damn it. So I rolled a 91, and my spot hidden is 75.
Yeah, maybe taking things apart could help. Like, this thing's got a case on it. You could probably look inside of it.
Is that a mechanical repair?
Yeah, you could probably pull the TV thing apart, maybe look inside that. Push the roll.
88. I am not doing well.
That was your mechanical repair?
Yeah, that was mechanical repair.
And that was a fail?
Yeah.
You realize you just don't have any, like, tools on you? And then Gavin remembers there's a tool belt in the power van.
Hey, you want me to go get that tool belt?
Yeah, that'd probably help. I'm gonna sit here and think about my life.
You could talk to see if the guy's awake while I'm going out to get that tool belt. He might have been the one who turned it on.
He didn't respond to me very well last time. Maybe Stella wants to talk to him.
I could try. This is kind of out of my wheelhouse.
Apparently it's out of mine too. I just thought I knew what I was doing. It's really a depressing moment for me.
Gavin, as you leave, you realize, like, again, you pass through the vault door is broken. This place is going to need to be secured again physically. Like, somebody's going to have to fix this door eventually. You get outside, and I think you may remember when you guys came in the very, very first time, there was like a ward that sparked as you guys left, or I'm sorry, as you guys came in. And as you leave this time, that ward doesn't even spark. There's nothing about it that turns on or activates. And you walk outside to the power van, and you open the back doors. You reach in, you grab the tool belt that's got all the screwdrivers and weird stuff that Silas Kincaid had. It's like an electrician's tool belt. As you close the door, you're gonna get jumped. There's a man standing behind you. It's Richard Diamond. He doesn't, like, hit you or anything, but he looks like shit. He looks like he's been, the past couple days have been really rough, but then on top of that, just recently, he looks like he's gotten punched in the face a couple times. And he meets you outside in the parking lot, and you've got that tool belt, and he looks at you, and he's like, I'm done. I just want to tell you that I don't know what the bullshit you're in, or the bullshit that they're in, or the bullshit that I almost got myself in, but I am done. So, this is the last time that you will be seeing Richard Diamond. I want you to know that it has been an absolute shit show. I don't normally do this, but I would like to give you my card, and one last time, offer you my help. So he hands you his card. He's like, this didn't have to go this way. You torched my car, and I'm just done. And he kind of walks away. Turns around.
Wait. You know anything about all this stuff that's going on?
I don't want to know. I don't want to know any more than I know now. And he kind of like winces as he puts his hand up to his face where he's gotten punched a couple times. And he's just like, I am going back home. That's what I know.
The one-eyed guy get you?
Yes, he acknowledges that. But he doesn't say yes. He just kind of like nods, maybe.
Well, I mean, if you wanna, I'd love to like talk to you, see if you know anything. But you's leaving. No, you have a good on day, sir. I'm glad I didn't have to hit you with this big old wrench.
Yeah. One piece of advice. You need a bigger wrench. And then he turns around and he leaves the parking lot.
Before he like all the way turns around, I'm gonna burn his card in front of him again. Have a good day, sir.
Good day. All right.
I missed most of that because I had to step away, but I gotta tell you, I enjoyed the ending of it.
Yeah, he said I got jumped, and then I turned around and there was a guy that was already beat up there. Thought it was going very differently.
Yeah, he wasn't actually like jumping you physically to whoop your ass. Yeah, jump scare. He was like in the mirrored glass of the back van doors.
Oh, got him. Oh, I got the tools. I got my friends looking for me. Oh man, did this door used to spark sometimes? I don't know about magic doors or anything. Oh, I gotta fix that. That vault door, it's still off its hinges.
Yeah, we got some work to do.
Place is falling apart.
Then I'll whistle as I come on back down. Oh, hey, ghosts.
Hey, ghosts.
Sorry, they're kind of like following the spectral displacer. So wherever
it goes,
they go. There she is. The murderer.
I mean,
listen.
we got a friendly nurse ghost. We got a cute little kid, and Anna.
And an Anna.
Yeah, that's how I would describe that. You know what you did.
Gavin comes back with the electrical repair kit, and you gentlemen can start taking things apart in front of the lady ghosts. While Stella, what are you gonna do up here?
Well, it was suggested I come back up here and talk to Steven. I don't know what condition Steven's in right now.
Okay. What condition would you like him to be in?
Forthcoming.
Helpful.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead and roll me a luck roll.
You need
No,
me to wake him up again?
GM. You asked her what she wanted.
I know. Let's see if she gets it. Hell yeah. So maybe Steven is sitting up already. He's conscious and awake. And as you walk up to him, he's smiling. Stella, he actually doesn't know your name. I'm sorry, Stella.
It's okay. I'm Stella, by the way.
Hi, I'm Steven.
Yeah, I know.
Your little alligator there, your alligator friend. He's really cool too.
Yeah, that's Jasper. He's never too far from me. Although I don't quite know where he is right now.
Never had an alligator before. We just kept snakes.
We?
Yeah, my family. My brother had a snake growing up. I had a different relationship with snakes.
What kind of snakes did your brother have?
Pythons, I think mostly. He had one up in college too. He went to Miskatonic. I don't know if you knew that. Kept a snake. He's had it for a long time. Big mean thing.
Sorry, I'm just trying to process pythons. Was your dad into snakes? What made your brother interested in them?
Yeah, you could say it's a family thing. My dad's into snakes. Yeah, you could say that.
But
If you ever
not
see
you.
your house. Oh, no, I had a different relationship. I was given to master, and I'm just human, so yeah. The smile's gone.
Can't help but notice you keep saying you had a different relationship with snakes. That's a weird way to say you don't like snakes.
I love snakes.
Are you sure?
He's having some troubles because you guys told him not to fear the writhing mass and kind of hypnotized him. But that's all he's ever known. So that's his relationship with snakes. As he's always been told that he is going to be a part of this writhing mass when he dies. And that's the most that he could possibly hope for.
I don't want any involvement with the writhing mass of snakes. I'm walking back over here. Anybody
Bye,
got
Stella.
any other questions they want me to ask? Well, he seems talkative. I just need to get off the writhing mass of snakes for my own sanity.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Gavin looks up. He goes, "Oh, did you ask him about the gun box that he took? Because I'm pretty sure those were only his shoes over here."
So, you've been here before,
Yes.
and you took a gun in a box.
Yeah, for master, I thought I was. He asked me for it. He told me that it was gonna be here, and told me to go get it. So I got it for him, and then I tried to give it to him, and we got into the car accident out front. Yeah, I think it was called a spectral displacer. He would actually have no idea that was what it was called.
That box that the
What's
gun
that?
was in, did it happen to have a manual?
No. No. Don't think so.
Shit.
It's okay, because I just realized that I am both lucky and resourceful. So while taking this machine apart, I would like to spend 10 luck and find the manual.
You can use 10 luck, but there's no manual in here to find. You can find the bulb that you will need that is the right size to fix the spectral displacer if you would like.
But assuming that I did that roll, and assuming that I get a bonus for having the toolkit, I already passed that roll. But, Stella was talking, so I didn't want to jump in there.
Right. So you found the bulb, but there is no manual. You want to spend it somewhere else?
So I have the spare part. So I may end up spending it on the roll to put the thing back together. Kizik, you gonna help me with this?
Oh yeah, that looked like broken glass. We need a big old potato. Then you shove that on there, then you can get some extra leverage to pull that out without cutting your hand.
How much do I get for Kizik helping me? Never mind, it's relevant. I put the device back together, assuming that this bulb will in fact do that.
Yeah, it fits in there. Thread's fine, and you get the bulb back in. Now, before, the bulb was filled with the ectoplasm. You probably don't know that, but there was ectoplasm in the floorboard of the car.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, so there is some sort of attached... Like, Stella said it the best last episode when she was looking at the ectoplasm. It's kind of like the soul. Is that what you said, Stella? It's just the goop that the soul attaches to.
Ah, yes.
Is the bulb slowly filling?
SOLE of the soul.
The bulb is not filling.
Okay.
So are these three still just like hanging out?
Yep.
Can I try to play with the uvula valve?
Yeah. Okay, so give me a luck roll. You got a 99. You'll probably pass this.
Yeah. I mean, it's not impossible to fail. That is a 45. That's a hard success, right?
Yeah, I think. Yeah. Half. Yeah, less than half. So anyway, you're playing with the spectral displacer, and you're playing with the valves on the front and the trigger, and there's some combination of holding the trigger down and pulling the valve. One, then the other, or like hold the trigger down and then, twist the valve, something like that. But you get the bulb to fill with a white goo.
I'm looking at the ghosts. Are they like...
They look at you expectantly.
Okay, but they're not like in terror or anything, or pain or anything.
Nope.
Okay. I pointed at one of them and pulled the trigger. We'll try it on Anna.
You point it at Anna, and you pull the trigger, and for the first time, you hear her. She screams as she gets pulled into the gun.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let's flip the valve the other way and see if I can squirt her back out.
Okay, yeah, she comes out the front. Not like a trickle, but more like a garden hose from home. And then as she comes out, she looks at you and just shakes her head no.
Okay, so that wasn't the thing.
I mean, it still might be the thing.
I think she said no because that's what she wanted to do. Put her back in there. Also, don't point that thing at me.
Does she look like she's about ready to kill Gavin when he says that?
No.
She did scream when she went in. That didn't seem like something that I would want.
No, I don't think you need an occultist roll or anything like this. And Stella, you might want to step in here and just say it. But if you're going to be putting these back into the gun, that's not really helping them move on to the next thing.
No.
So if that's your goal...
That is my goal.
Yeah. There needs to be... It's completely different than this gun.
And as I just explained to you, Graham, back in the gun, bad. But we need to get their voices back. I feel like that would be helpful.
Yeah, but I heard her scream when I pulled the trigger. But she can't talk now, again.
Well, what if you keep squeezing the uvula and holding the trigger to get all the goop out. Maybe there's still some left in the bulb. Like a ketchup bottle.
Okay. Point the gun at the ground, and I do that. I don't want to accidentally pull somebody back into it.
Make sure it's on the right setting.
Yeah, so what's the thought process here? That you're gonna like overfill it with the goop and get the goop to come out the front? It just out the front of the gun?
I'm looking for a way to discharge the gun in a way that it turns off. It's an anchor, obviously, so we need to turn it off.
There's not an off switch.
Doesn't seem to be
I
one.
hand the gun to Stella.
Yeah, it'd be silly that we didn't make sure.
It's a valid point. I obviously, having taken it apart and put it back together, did not see an off switch. However, it would not be unprecedented for me to have missed something like that. So I handed it to Stella.
Yeah, Stella, you can see the gun is now 100% in working order. Your occult roll from before probably mentioned, that anchor is definitely inside of it. There's a spirit anchor that this whole thing runs around. Your very, very first point that it could be destroyed is still an option. That anchor inside that physical thing that the gun is working off of can be destroyed, and these ghosts can move on.
But the anchor is in the glass bulb we just replaced?
No, the glass bulb is just one part of this spectral displacer gun. The front of the gun, so to speak, has the anchor that you know about inside of it. Let me pull this gun over here so we can all look at it.
Aha.
So it's a weird thing, but you guys just replaced the glass that's right in the center that's all broken in this picture. You've replaced it with like a mason jar looking thing that you found in one of the other Cicero Thorn Technologies boxes. And you guys have replaced that and got it back up and functioning. But it is still, there's still an anchor inside the front of the gun, basically.
Okay. Gotcha.
So as a DM, I see this going two ways. One, you suck them all back up, and then you're like, do, and you put them back in the collection and just wipe your hands of it. They're trapped in the gun forever. The second one is break the gun completely and let them be free.
It's interesting that someone would design a device like this without the ability to release them from the anchor.
You know what? We keep talking about an anchor, and I bet nobody knows anchors better than our boat expert, so I'm going to hand this off to Gavin.
Gavin's holding a big old wrench.
Before you swing big old wrench, just realize that since the GM spoke as the GM, I will speak as a player. I am very concerned that we are holding something we will need at a later date to do a vital function, and that the GM is tempting us into destroying it.
Hey, 100%, that's true.
But he's got a tool belt, and there's a bunch of screws. Could we unscrew it? And
That's what I'm saying. There must be some way to get the anchor on or off or out without destroying the device.
I said destroy, but no one has said disassemble completely yet.
Oh, I thought I disassembled it completely when I was putting the thing in.
No, we were talking about.
That's what all the mechanical rolls were for.
That's what this box that you were taking spare parts out of.
Oh, I got you. Can I take this thing apart? My bad.
100%. Yeah. No, sorry. Now that we're all on the same page.
Yeah. Can I take this thing apart? I want to use my mechanical skill to do that. Can I get some help?
Yes.
Never mind. It's completely irrelevant. Now I'm rolling like I'm on fucking fire. That is a hard success, sir.
Okay, excellent. So you can disassemble this thing, and you pull out from the front this spherical area. Kind of looks like a little jet engine almost. But anyway, you pull out a crystal. It's
Ooh.
if anybody remembers the Delta Green campaign, it looks like one of those crystals. It's black, long, 8 inches.
Does it magnetize to weird things?
It's strange. It's not magnetized to anything, but it does feel like it buzzes with some sort of power. And as you bring it out, Delilah, the little girl ghost, she shudders. Anna reacts to it, and so does Liza. So they're all like very intently looking at this anchor, like they can feel it pulling on them.
Hey, Gavin, 2 questions. Actually, a question and a statement. Do you have any sudden aversion or attraction to teeth?
The teeth?
Teeth.
Oh, no. I mean, except for like gator teeth, because that's a pretty cool necklace I'm wearing.
Cool. I'm going to lay this anchor down on the ground and be like, smash?
Now we get to smash something with
Just
a
a
hammer.
crystal. Okay, good. I stomp on it with my boot, and then I hit it with the big old wrench.
All right, so you stomp it with your boot, and it's almost like a salt crystal. You don't even need to smash it with the wrench. You come down on it with the heel of your foot, and it just crumbles and smashes into the powder.
Like
And
putting out a cigarette.
Yeah. And Anna, Liza, and Delilah all fade from existence. Very, like, within, like, 3 seconds. Just like a nice, slow fade out. Nobody's screaming or crying. And they all have content Mona Lisa smiles on their faces.
I would like to take the time to take out my little flip notebook, draw a diagram of the device I just took apart as I put it back together, draw a picture of the little crystal, basically do the manual that should have been here to begin with, and I'm going to tape it to the gun when I put it back in the box.
Okay.
Are we gonna put the thing back together?
Yes, I'm going to put it back together. It belongs in the warehouse. But I want the next person that comes across this device to know that there's a crystal missing and that this is what it does and how everything I learned, next person should be able to read.
Hey, if you tell that to the robot Codex man, he could probably help somebody. He wasn't very helpful.
He's lucky I'm not taking him apart.
I have the screwdriver now. I'm going to do it.
Right? It's like a kid with his first Phillips head.
I mean, you guys have had some other ideas to do with this vault. I think you wanted to bring an Amazon Fire Stick in here somewhere and
Oh yeah.
help the paintings out. Maybe you can get the codex to go wireless.
I don't know if we want the Codex to be able to move around the warehouse, but while it could be helpful, I can imagine him being super annoying.
It'd be nice to be able to ask the Codex questions from here
Right? That is true.
instead of continually
just
going up to his little kiosk.
Yeah, just a little walk.
Right.
You think about things as you walk in there. I like where he is.
I'll be honest with you guys. I thought when I vacuumed up Anna's soul that this gun was going to give me the ability to like put Anna's soul back into a body and like resurrect her from the dead. And I was about to go over to the Kevin vending machine and just bring all 3 of them back.
As Kevin's?
Yes. You may be alive.
They would hate themselves.
What? We know Kevin doesn't have a soul, so it wouldn't be like it killing him or anything.
Speaking of Kevin, you haven't seen him in a while now.
Could just go over to the vending machine and push the button.
Oh, Stella. When I went outside to get the tool belt, the front gate, it didn't do that flashy thing like it did the first time we walked in. That's probably a bad thing, right?
Yeah, probably.
Stella, do you know enough magic to redo that seal?
I could give it a try.
I'm pretty sure me and Gavin can fix the mechanical problems with the vault. We're used to
Yeah.
we're used to old updated broken shit. But magic's a lot of my wheelhouse.
I know where a forklift is too.
How long do you think it would take for you to put the spectral displacer back together and put a little manual or whatever together?
I don't know, maybe an hour.
All right, so Stella and Gavin have an hour, basically, to get some stuff done, have a talk, and make some decisions about what to do next.
Oh, guys, also, sorry I'm interrupting Gavin, Graham. I saw the Dick Diamond guy. He said he's out. He did the dealer thing where he just flipped his hands around. He was beat up. He said that the one-eyed guy got him, and he didn't want to know anything else. And then he gave me a card. He said, if you want to work together, you could. And I burned it right in front of him. And then I came back inside and we fixed the spirit gun.
The Dick Diamond guy was here.
He was in the parking lot. Kind of snuck up on me. But he was leaving. He wasn't looking good at all.
He's leaving. Doesn't want anything to do with the case, but he wanted us to call him if we wanted to work together. Those don't seem contradictory to you.
No, I mean, he's just trying to leave. He didn't look happy at all.
Sorry, who hired Dick Diamond?
Ethan's parents. Or at least that's what he told us.
Okay.
Graham's putting a gun back together, taking some fastidious notes.
Yep.
Stella, you want to go look at the front door, the magic door, see if we can
Yeah.
see what's going on?
Yeah.
This is a 4,000-pound round vault door. It's off its tracks. It's been blown out of the bottom track, and it will require pretty substantial physical force to get placed back in. It can be done, but it's going to take some maybe hydraulics or some sort of machinery to do, unless you have massive physical strength or magic. The ward on the outside is a very powerful protective ward that Stella, at this point in your life, you're probably not capable of restarting this diesel engine of a ward. This thing is pretty old, not in an ancient way, but more of like a styled way. It's done in a very old style. Mm-hmm. You recognize the style. It's not of something that you've come across personally, but you probably have seen it in a book. And it's the style that is like of the Masons. So like that secret society grand poobah bullshit that you wouldn't subscribe to that patronizing bullshit anyway.
So instead of trying to repair, I think I'm gonna try to replace.
You may attempt to do that. You're probably not going to be... You yourself aren't on the same level as what is needed here. But you could do a temporary one if you want.
Like a duct tape fix.
Yeah. Yeah, you could use some airplane tape here.
Well, we're gonna say I just explained that to Gavin. This is very old Masonic magic that I myself will not be able to recreate or fully repair, but I can do a temporary fix.
That sounds good. That's a lot better than I can do. I'm trying to find as long a rope as I can so I can make me a big old pulley chain and try to lift this big old heavy door up and try to kick it over in the right spots.
All right, that sounds like 2 different skill rolls. We've got Stella. You've got your magic system, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that is you burn a certain amount of magic points, get some stuff done, and make the spell happen. Something like that.
Yeah.
How many magic points do you have?
18.
I make you a deal. You spend all 18 magic points, and instead of it being like temporary a couple weeks at a time, it'll be like years at a time. You'd be able to place this ward and not have to worry about it for a while. Less would be less. If you want to spend like 2 magic points, it would be good for a day.
If I give you half my magic points
9-ish?
and 20 of my luck,
Oh. What are you shooting for? Like 6 months? 2 months?
It may help if you, and maybe I missed this and you already talked about it. How do you get magic points back?
They replenish after you rest.
oh god, and we're not doing a lot of that. I'll give you, I'll give you 10 magic points of 20 luck for 6 months of protection.
It sounds like a deal.
Excellent.
Now, you will have to work kind of just narratively in conjunction here with Gavin. As Gavin, you're going to give me some sort of repair roll, engineering skills here, to try to get this door. And if you need some help, I think it'll take you more than an hour to set up, so you'd be able to get some help from Graham.
Who would gladly help you coordinating with said forklift and such if we wanted to use that.
Oh, he's in a heavy machinery forklift, and then you pull that to a couple of block pulleys.
Yeah, that is exactly what I was thinking. Look at us.
This was like we've been buddies for a long time.
Stella's over there doing her magic and just rolling her eyes.
She's just jealous because, I have a friend.
All right, so Gavin, give me a heavy machinery roll.
Oof, that's not the best. Well, that's I gotta spend. Oh no, can I? Oh no, I can't do that the right way.
I'm assisting him. Doesn't that help him?
So you're up with block and tackle and everything. Okay, how about this? I'll make you guys a deal. The 3 of you spend the next couple minutes explaining exactly what happens to get the door and the ward back together.
I mean, I'm up here. We've attached block and tackle to pull it the way we need it to go. And we've anchored it down here, and I'm basically giving hand signals to Gavin, who's down below us in the forklift, who's pulling this block and tackle to slide it in. So I'm giving him, like the forward, the arm spin, crane signs. So, you do your spin up, spin down, and just giving him hand signals of how to move it and how far to move it. So really, this is more about our coordination than our skills.
Is it a leadership role for you then?
No, I don't even have that skill.
All right, so Graham's up at the top. He's got all the wires and everything connected. He's giving signals down to Gavin. Gavin, how's it going for you?
I am 30 off of passing a heavy machinery, so I gotta start it up. But I'm looking back. I'm following all the symbols, but there's a big old thing in front of me, so I gotta turn a different way. It's harder than I thought.
You should have had that At the very beginning of a video game where it's like, would you like to invert your controls? You're like, shit, I forgot to do that.
I forgot to not do it.
I forgot to not do it.
Yeah, forklifts are the real wheel design, and I keep turning left instead of right.
All right, so you're struggling a little bit. Graham's giving you some hand signals. Maybe there's some yelling back and forth. Like, no, I said up instead of down. Gavin, go ahead or I'm sorry. Let's do this. Graham, you are, I believe, to correct me if I'm wrong with this narrative talk here, I believe that you'd be giving Gavin a 20% increase for his skill. So, Gavin, is 20 enough for you to pass with your roll?
I'd have to spend 9 more luck.
Do you have 9 luck?
I have 99 luck.
Spend 9 and I feel less worried about it.
Yeah. So I, to make it lucky, like I roll over the rope and I don't see it and it gets caught on one of my forks and I go forward and it just at the right time pulls just the right weird way.
I give the signal like lock it in there, and it's completely accidental that he does it. But I think Gavin's just like on point. I'm super impressed with his forklift skills.
Right?
Like I pull the emergency brake and I turn around and then he gives me a thumbs up and I just start whistling.
And Miss Stella, your ward that you're spending so much on.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to describe how that goes down?
So I'm tapping into my most ancient swamp magic. And the way I'm envisioning this is that this ward is broken and like shorted in electrical, like an electrical short in some places. So connections need to be made. So where the connections are broken, I'm weaving in the swamp magic with the Masonic magic. And it's not the strongest, but it'll last for 6 months.
Yeah, kind of envisioning. Oh my god, I can't even talk today. I'm looking and seeing this symbol that was almost. Masons really like to use like the angles, right, and straight lines.
Yes.
Your swamp magic's never straight lines, and yeah, it's making nice curly, weird connections. It's cool.
Very much like the trees and the vines.
Right.
Vines is actually exactly how I would describe it. A bunch of twisted vines connecting the broken straight lines.
Beautiful.
That was very poetic.
Do those vines grow? Like, are they physically on the door now?
Ooh, sure.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
That sounds cool.
I was already AI arting that.
And like some moss grows off the vines too, because this
Right.
is swamp magic.
The whole wall mysteriously floats up.
It's magic. Sorry, I was trying to get to just the door, but then the walls model was bigger than the door model. Well, now the door is fitted exactly 90 degrees, which is great. And oh no, my exit sign is in the way now. You guys noticed this exit sign, right?
Mm-hmm.
Has a lot of work to do.
OSHA really appreciates that.
Right.
Vault OSHA.
Vault OSHA. That would have changed Fallout a lot.
Yeah, it would have.
All right, so this door is now working, and your cards can be scanned. Your little blue cards can be scanned, and the door will open and close for you guys now. And you have a ward for 6 months. Excellent work, guys.
High fives.
High fives all around, and level ups. Level ups.
Let me know if any of those 4 are to your liking in the Discord there, Ghost. I have high-res versions of them.
Put it into Ghost 20 Modern.
I think I may have just I did it too fast. Yeah, I can put
Are
it
we official warehouse agents now?
Yeah, you guys are. You had the blue cards. You're official warehouse agents.
Yay.
Even Jasper got one.
Where is Jasper?
He'd be chilling with you wherever you are. I don't. If you want his token, I can give you his token.
Okay. No, that's fine. I just didn't see his token at all.
Oh yeah, he's hard to keep track of.
He blends in with the background.
Like a goddamn alligator.
I know.
You just see 2 little eyes looking at you, and then it's all over.
Right.
And your sandwich, it's just gone. Anyway, I threw those up in Discord if people want to look at them. I just did real quick art generation on it. I thought it would look cool on the door. I wanted it to be a glowing orb. Didn't do it.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm thinking the bottom left one. I'm gonna import it.
One looks kind of like an A.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one that I was looking at too.
So let me saved. Oh wait, not saved objects. Just components. Custom. Tile. Tile.
Yeah, if you make it a tile, you should be able to make it a circle, and that might crop it automatically.
Who's your daddy?
Yeah,
There we go.
That's good. I like it.
Bam, we've got a ward there. And I'll remember that. So, you guys have fixed the door, you've fixed the wards, you've fixed the spectral displacer ghost problem. You guys are just knocking shit off of your checklist. Doing very well for yourselves. What's next? You guys are conquering so much. It's only 9:30.
Any other glaring housekeeping issues in this place?
We have crazy snake people that we have to take care of. They still have stolen things from the warehouse.
They got the dragon heart and the eyes of the serpent god.
Yes. Or as I wrote in my notes, heart eyes.
Very nice.
They should probably... I don't know. What do you guys think?
Or we could drive down to the lake. That's where the master is.
I suspect we could all use a little bit of rest.
I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want to cause any problems, but I am low on magic.
Let's rest and level up then. I think I said level up before. And before I get super duper distracted, let's do that. You guys have officially finished chapter 1 of Florida Green. Congratulations. You guys dealt with the ghosts and the spectral displacer. Obviously, the snake plot is the long game. But I told you guys you'd be dealing with ghosts in the first chapter, and you guys have officially finished that. So,
yay!
Let's do a skill up, a level up.
Okay. Oh,
so first of all of the little boxes that you guys have checked for your successes, all of those skills, you're going to, one at a time, roll the percentile dice, the D100 and the D10, against that skill, and you're going to want to fail that skill. Just like the Lux refresh that we did in the beginning, you're going to want to fail that skill, and then you can add a D10 to those.
Hey, does that include dodge? I meant to ask you earlier.
Dodge is a skill.
Okay, so it works the exact same way.
100%.
I want to say I understand what you just said, but not 100%.
Okay. Let me try. I want to do this without mansplaining it. So every skill that you've succeeded on throughout the game, we put the little pins on, right?
Or checked in your PDF if you're doing like me and keeping it on the side.
Right. All right, so then you want to take your percentile dice and roll against your regular score for that. So if you've got, like Gavin Sharp here has got Swamp Survival, and he's got 60% in it. So he rolls a percentile, he gets over that 60, then he can then roll a D10 and add that D10 score to his 60.
Okay, I understand now.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying the things you put check marks too. That's where I was lost. I was like, I don't think we have time to go through all of these again. Just the ones that have. Okay. Sorry.
Nope, that's my bad too.
You had a D10, you said?
Yes. Gain 1 D10.
Good.
And I'm sorry. Oh, never mind. I don't need to ask that question. I just look at the box.
Did anybody make any crazy good rolls here as you're going through it? Anything that I should know about?
I mean, if by failing it by a 97, yes, I failed that one spectacularly, so I definitely get to upgrade that skill.
Good.
I don't think.
And then what'd you roll for the D10?
7.
Oh man, you're getting 7 points in it. That's pretty good.
Yep. Yeah, got a 95. It's the only time I want to roll badly, and I'm actually doing it, which is unprecedented.
True. Very true.
I got 5 in knife skills. I got 2 in shotguns.
Ooh, wow. Very good.
Even though I haven't been able to fly an aircraft since the first episode, let me go ahead and roll that one.
You did succeed that roll.
I did succeed that roll, and I just failed this one, so good times. Got a 5, so bring that up.
Let's talk about character growth here. This is part of our level up too.
Well, there is a thing I wanted to ask about leveling up.
Yeah.
It's very vague about it in the rulebook on how you do it, but it says that under certain circumstances, major milestones of the GM description, you can pick up extra pulp talents. I really want the weird science talent.
Let me think about that. I'm not going to say outright yes or no at this moment.
I was going to wait for another character to do it, but then he was sitting there taking the gun apart, and I was like, he's fiddling with this shit.
That's a good point. You guys have how many pulp talents right now? 2?
2. Yeah, you start with 2 by default.
Right.
I passed my spot hidden. I was really hoping that one would go up too.
I got an 81 on spot hidden.
Oh,
and then I rolled a 10.
You bastard.
Ooh,
Although
nice.
I really can't complain because every other skill I had to do it for, I got to upgrade the skill at least by a little bit. So
Gavin, I want you to add one more thing to your pulp sheet.
Addiction to music.
Yeah, you're gonna have performance, and you're gonna be
art.
It is an art, so it's gonna be art music, I think.
Where does that start?
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna give you 45% until you hold the guitar. If you hold the guitar again, it goes up astronomically, and you've been thinking about that guitar nonstop.
I feel like Stella and I need to like move the guitar.
Yeah.
Right now, I currently don't know where it is.
You have it.
I am excited about that thing.
He has it.
Wait.
Yeah, he has it.
How?
Oh. How?
He's thinking about it right now, and it just appears in his hand.
I summoned it.
Yeah,
So
it's here on your character sheet, Kevin.
I
see.
need to confirm one thing before I do mine, and then I'll quickly do mine. It's you roll D100, and if you fail, you add 10.
You added D10.
That's what I meant. Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
I'll be with you in a second.
It'd be cool if you just add straight up 10, but no, it's D10.
That would get out of control quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as much
We
as
become
I would love to do that, I would also hate to do that because I know as the GM how that can wreck a campaign, and as the GM there's only one solution to that, and that's to make every baddie so insane that even a max level character can't kill them.
Yeah.
But that sucks. Nobody wants that.
Oh, a 2 alley? A 4 alley? Yeah. Damn.
Well, the 4 was added.
Oh, okay.
So-
Nice. Okay, good. I see now. My bad. Ooh, there you go. Adding a 9.
Yeah.
Same time.
I really like this song.
Oh, yeah.
Find this
Guess
song. And add it.
Oh, bad luck. Is it?
Oh, that's a D10. I got +4 in animal hand.
Oh, I see.
I'm okay with that.
All right.
One track.
Work with me here. How long do you think it would be before you guys rolled over to Polk County to check out Lake Gordon? Would it be a couple days? Would you want to make sure that Silas is okay with his chemotherapy and everything is good at the vault first? Like, do you want to take some personal time between chapters here?
Before we get into that, if I have a 55 and something and roll a 55,
Here it's this one time it's bad.
okay, just checking.
Yeah.
But normally it's beat it or meet it.
Yeah, normally it's beat it or meet it, so it'd be a good thing.
Okay.
So what song are you playing, Gavin Sharp?
On my stream, he's playing A Whole Lot Worse by Zaire Zetterberg.
Gavin heard "Beat It or Meet It" and is going boo doo, boo boo boo. Boo, doo, doo.
Hey, that's one I know. It's amazing that Kizik knows that. He doesn't know modern music.
That's not modern.
Oh my god, dude. And you said you didn't know Billie Jean, so I don't even want to hear
No,
that.
you don't understand, like oldies he doesn't know. Like he listens to, well, I call it eccentric. I don't know if Kizik will take that.
Oh no, it's very eccentric.
Like, I've asked him.
You're saying that-
I've asked him before to like songs by AC/DC, and he hasn't known who I was talking about.
Oh man, Kizik, I think you and I need to talk music for a while.
I can show you the world.
I feel like you would show me a bunch of stuff that I would not understand, and I would show you a bunch of stuff that would just annoy the shit out of you.
Yeah, that sounds like the last 50 rock songs that you showed me.
That was me.
Did I show you 50 rock songs?
That was me. Every time we get in the car, he like rolls his eyes a little bit at whatever I'm listening to. But when I was putting together a playlist of songs I wanted to learn to play on the guitar, I was playing a bunch of blues, and he was like, "This is slightly less offensive." He didn't say it was good. He just said it was slightly less offensive.
I mean, blues has a time where somebody goes, "Hey, here's an idea that I'm coming up with right now. Go." And it's also in a structure that's better than 1-4-5-1.
Yeah, I would get rocked.
This sounds like a good time for me to say I need to be right back.
Go ahead, take
go
a
for it.
break.
Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of Star Talk recently, and it sometimes raises the question of, like, how do you look? Like, looking through the world through someone else's eyes kind of questions. But a couple of them, like, they had a couple music related, like the psychology of music and stuff. And it was just, one of them was one that Kizik really needs to listen to, because it's amazing how good that podcast fits his specific persona and the things that I have learned by being his friend. It's just really striking, some of that stuff. But it's the, if you guys want to go look at it, it's a recent podcast for Star Talk that's something like the science of, or the sound of data. I can't remember what the actual name of it is, but basically the beginning of the podcast are talking about taking data from astrological scans and turning it into music for people who are blind, so that they can interpret the data. And it works. It is really, really interesting, and I would totally, it's like this meditative trance like music, because it's data, so it's obviously, there are patterns, which is what you think of as data, but is also what you do in music. But like, it's actually very good, like, trance meditation music. And the fact that you know there's data in there, you can't help but look for the data, like, while listening to it.
Like freeform jazz. Yeah, there might be a pattern in there somewhere.
Oh, you just triggered Kizik again.
I mean, there's 1,000% patterns in there, and they're like relatively simple. That's just like, you have to just be a jazz musician and know some things.
In a bizarre incident befitting the Sunshine State, a local man was arrested Tuesday afternoon after trying to steal a boat while dressed as a pirate. The man, who identified himself as Captain Blackbeard Reborn, swam out to a docked vessel while brandishing a pool noodle sword wrapped in duct tape. Eyewitnesses reported that the man attempted to climb aboard the boat, shouting pirate phrases and demanding the surrender of the ship. Things escalated when he started hurling coconuts at the Coast Guard, claiming they were cursed cannonballs. Authorities quickly apprehended the pirate impersonator, who now faces charges of attempted theft, disorderly conduct, and assault on law enforcement with tropical fruit. The strange act of modern piracy may have occurred on water, but it is safe to say this captain's ship has sailed straight to jail.
That is hilarious. And can you imagine being the judge? And like, this case comes in front of you, and you're just like, I fucking need a new job.
He'd be coming out, mateys, I want the maritime law. He'd be like, no, that is actually going to fuck you here if you want maritime law. Oh man, piracy, no good, no good.
Oh, man.
Of all things.
You know,
Jeez.
assuming they get that guy's meds straight, he is going to have to deal the rest of his life because he was arrested under an alias of having a legal alias in his police record
Right.
of Blackbeard Reborn.
Captain Blackbeard Reborn. Thank you very much.
I'm pretty sure Pool Noodle Sword is just some journalist trying to make their word count. It's a Nerf sword.
Right. That's probably it. I have to hit 155 characters. Welcome back.
He was just holding a pool noodle.
No, I think
I like that idea.
the judge's reaction is hilarious, but also what if he was just drunk or something and he's like a normal average accountant Joe and he wakes up the next morning in the jail cell and goes, I did what?
Like Pirate Steve from Dodgeball.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Man. I think it would be like quite the eye-opening like experience. All your friends would sit you down and be like, okay, look, we're going to have an intervention here.
I have got to stop drinking.
Yeah, it's not even the cocaine. It's not the drinking. We'll get away with, you just got to stop being a pirate.
It's your
This
noodle
is Florida.
fetish.
Cocaine is just like a snack.
It's your noodle fetish.
He was prepared if he had multiple cursed cannonballs to throw at the
Right.
Oh my god, yeah, he had
And
coconuts.
are expensive.
Well, probably not in Florida.
They were cursed coconuts.
Yeah, that's an upcharge.
He had to go to Stella for them and everything.
Do you know how much work I have to put in to curse a coconut? Get through that hard shell?
The soft nuggety center.
Please, I don't like coconut, so.
Noted.
I was looking for the throw roll. I don't have one of those.
I'm never gonna get to drink pina coladas.
No, I love a pina
Oh no,
colada.
there it is.
I don't like the texture of coconut.
Oh well, I'm okay with that.
So let's talk time frame. How long would you like to spend on personal growth? You could take this time to... Oh, you know what? I keep forgetting that there is a stop clock on this. So by personal time, I mean you have 3 days. Tops. Because that's when the next big thing happens, and you guys will not like it. I keep forgetting about that. So do you want to take the next 3 days, or do you want to move quickly to Polk County?
I'm down for whatever the party wants to do. I mean, Graham has found this new type of technology, and while one of the team members may be randomly playing a guitar he can now summon to his hand, Graham is really happy that there isn't like a superintendent to yell at him as he digs through this cool Thorn Technologies box and like tries to take shit apart. Because whether he gets the trait or not, he's fascinated.
Gavin's gonna take those couple of days to plan a excursion to... Oh no, it's not a big lake. He's so disappointed now. He wanted a boat for a couple of days.
Yeah, remember? Because, I thought I was going to get to use my airplane skill, and the GM's like, no, you're never using that. We talked about it at the very beginning, and I was like, man, I really want to, make sure we use this skill. And it's like, yeah, totally do it. And we've done it once.
My guy, you were also like, I would love a warehouse full of all this crazy awesome shit.
This is amazing. Hey,
You'll get back to flying the airplane, I promise.
This and the opening video that I was gifted with at the beginning of this session were just amazing.
I feel like Gavin just keeps remembering we're not going to a big lake and then wah 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 on his guitar.
He does seem to be practicing with it quite a lot.
Yeah, are we just gonna overlook that he has it again when we thought we locked it up?
I can tase him again.
Can I banish it away when people pop around the corner?
Willpower roll, please.
Oh, it's not gonna go good.
was about to say, if he's got his addiction under control. You've got to beat that with a 41.
I can use a luck. Can I use luck on a willpower? It's a 40 versus a 41. It's so close.
Oh. Dude, I gotta tell you, when you rolled that 41, I was like, oh my fucking god, he did it. But I was muted and like, oh man. All right. Fuck it. Roll that. Yeah, spin that luck.
Yeah, so I banish it away whenever somebody's coming to confront me.
Dude, and it like bursts into just black smoke and fog and just, you know, all metal and cool looking. Have you seen Crossroads, by the way? It's a movie that has
Spears movie?
No. It has Steve Vai in it, and the guy that was the Karate Kid. Hold on.
There's a Britney Spears recreation in 2002.
So, was it? Ralph Macchio has like Steve Vai is the devil. And you got to watch this fucking movie, man. It's 1986, I think, is when that movie came out. If you Google Crossroads Steve Vai or Steve Vai versus Ralph Macchio epic guitar battle, it comes up. You really only have to watch that 6-minute clip, and then you don't have to see the movie. You can just watch that clip and be like, oh, okay, I get the whole thing now. Steve Vai's the devil, and there's a bunch of guitaring going on.
So it's like the song "The Devil Went Down to Georgia."
It's exactly that song, but yeah, more rocky metal-ish.
But like the premise of the
I was always taught the devil played the fiddle.
See,
Yeah.
that's usually the case, except when it's Steve Vai's guitar.
Oh,
So
okay.
the guitar that Gavin has is closely related to this movie, Crossroads, and probably was discovered back then in 1986. You know, somewhere on set. You guys didn't really get the gist from the codex about that guitar. But anyway, that's more about the guitar.
Is there any paraphernalia from the Britney Spears version in this warehouse?
Sure.
Cool. How long does it take? What's the rest to magic rebuild ratio?
I think if you take like an 8-hour rest, you get your MP back. Let me double check that. So you gain 1 MP per hour of rest. So, yeah.
Well, I'm
Just a
good
little
to
bit.
go whenever you guys are ready to go. As long as you don't mind me having like a 2-hour nap.
It's no problem. Whether we take a car or a plane, you can nap. We have makeshift bunks in the plane. But then we'll have to get a car from the plane to wherever we're going because we can't land right on the lake.
Okay.
Sorry, Ralph Macchiato had a slide and was playing the guitar. It was bad.
Not Ralph Macchiato.
Ooh, you know what we should get? We should get like little motorbikes that fit in the plane,
That'd be cool.
right?
And I could drive a motorbike without a license.
Yeah, liquor sickle.
I mean, yeah.
Well, it's Florida. We could get a golf cart.
Mm.
One of those jacked up fucking Florida golf carts.
It's a golf cart whenever there's a police officer going by, and then you flip the switch and the V8 kicks in.
The throaty fucking muffler. Not electric. Fuck electric. Shit, it's got a turbo.
There's too many mosquitoes in Florida. You're gonna need to put some exhaust out to kill them all.
You'd have one with a big snorkel on it, so you could go under.
Nah, man, make it amphibious. Just goes over top of the water.
And then there's a boat. I'm okay with that.
If you guys would like to go shopping for motorbikes, we could do that.
Can mine have a sidecar for Jasper?
You can't just have, like, have a little backpack or something?
But
You
how
want a
cute,
sidecar?
how cute would he be sitting up there with a little helmet and glasses?
The more you describe Jasper,
Adorable.
the more he goes from a caiman alligator in my mind to the Geico gecko.
No, bigger than that. Like cat size.
with
Not
teeth.
your cat size, but cat size.
8 times the size of the gecko.
Wait. Whoa. What are you trying to say about my cat?
Rotund, sir.
Yes.
How will you hear that shit? You hear this shit, right?
That cat looked at the screen and said, pot, kettle, fucking rotund. Thanks, Howie. Anyway.
No, he just wants love.
Yeah, but you still scratch my belly anyways.
That's pretty much what it is. He's just sitting here nuzzling my leg like, fuck those guys, pet me. Good boy.
So we get in scooters to go in the back of an airplane.
Are we taking an airplane from Tampa to Polk County?
We gotta drive back to the shop first. That's like a 3-hour drive. Then we gotta get clearance and fly an airplane another 2 hours. It's
You
a
know
good
what?
plan.
We can take the car if you want, but it's a lot less comfortable.
And are we just gonna leave the man in the sleeping bag?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to check.
Can we make sure that Silas is all right?
Yes, we do want to do that. That's important.
We're gonna need a bit of a break before we start planning this next trip. Does Silas have money? Maybe we should hire some home health care.
He's got a Kevin.
That
Yeah.
doesn't give me any comfort.
It shouldn't.
You haven't seen Kevin.
Oh, well, we can go over to the machine and hit the button.
Oh, we can look for him. Well, I'm gonna go look upstairs.
That's
We
a
might
lot.
have been a little
That's a lot of work.
Might have been a little hasty in helping that one nurse ghost move on.
Nah, I feel like that was the right decision.
Yeah, and I winked
Yeah,
at her
probably.
as she was disappearing into nothingness.
We do need to find another one of those crystals. Hey, you know a lot about that stuff, Stella. How do we make another crystal? Anchor crystal.
Well, see, I'm a bit confused because what I know about crystals that are naturally black, they wouldn't be able to be stomped under a boot. But maybe I can investigate the dust. Is the dust still there?
Oh, it's the warehouse. There's dust everywhere.
That's a good point.
Yeah, there is dust everywhere. It didn't like blow away. If you want to walk over there, it looks like somebody took a huge chunk of like pencil graphite and just crushed it.
Mm. So it was what is the anchor crystal kyanite?
I believe you are asking questions. Probably not.
Yeah, I don't really know. It's probably possible that it's related to that. It could be more supernatural than that. I don't know what kyanite is. Could you explain that before I make it? Okay.
Just wait 1 second.
Okay.
You described it as graphite shavings, so. Oh my.
Oh, that's very pretty.
Kyanite is a crystal that looks like a big pile of pencil shavings.
Okay, yeah, it would be a lot like that.
So we need more of that. And I imagine, as a ancient swamp witch, I probably have some sort of connect.
Yeah, definitely.
You got a crystal guy?
Well, crystal girl, but yes.
You got a crystal giant fish that just opens up his mouth and spits it out for you?
Oddly specific, but I like where you're going with that. Yeah.
You give him 3 pieces of bread.
A crystal.
I'm upstairs. I'm looking for Kevin. Kevin, what you doing up here?
He's not up here. You do not find him upstairs.
Well, we gotta put a bell on this guy.
Yes, a bell. That's what we got on it.
Can I do some investigating? Like, where does he sleep? Are there 2 rooms on the upstairs area?
Yes, there are. You can check the Kevin room.
When was the last time it looked like somebody was in here?
The day he died with you guys, and like with the bowl that hit him in the head, and then you guys like rezzed him the next day, right? Then there were 2 Kevins. Do you guys remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there were briefly 2 Kevins. One Kevin killed the other Kevin, and then you have not seen that Kevin since. There's nothing in the room that has been disturbed since that moment in time.
If I was a Kevin, where would I go?
As far as you know, his entire life has been in a Pepsi machine.
Ew.
When you guys popped 2 Kevins out at the same time, one of them said, "There can be only one," and killed the other Kevin, and then took off.
Well, that's not a loose end at all. He'll come back when he gets hungry.
He'll come back when he gets hungry.
Do vending machine creations eat?
I don't know. I made it downstairs. You guys still walking around the warehouse?
Well, I'm calling my girl in Virginia for some more black kyanite.
What's her name?
That's a need to know.
It's not crystal.
Apparently, it can be coated in titanium to make some very pretty colors.
Her name is Elodie.
All right. Give me a luck roll, please, Stella.
One second, I'm on Etsy looking at this woman named Elodie's page.
Does she have them in 8-inch lengths?
Amazon does.
This one I'm looking at is half that size, but yes.
I'm gonna buy it before you can.
Okay. Well,
Already got some off Amazon.
I'm not in my
Oh.
personal life. I don't have a lot of use for kyanite, but
What?
sorry, was that a D100 I was supposed to roll?
Yes, please. But apparently it provides clarity.
It looks pretty, and it'll look good in my little treasure box of funky-looking
better
stones and
crystals.
coins. Oh, I've got a bunch already in there, but I didn't have that one.
Well, it's the stone of self-discovery. It helps cut cords with negative people.
It's really sharp, so I imagine it's not just cords. It'll probably cut the negative people.
Right? It sends
And the,
Really?
powerful healing.
the
Easily breakable.
the pretty one says that it's coated in titanium.
You might need to do that if you don't want it to fall apart. I mean, like, get crushed under the heel of Kizik.
I mean, I thought for a second when he was like, I step on it, I was like, God damn it, he's gonna stab it into his foot. And
Yeah.
that's like, I was like, this is gonna be terrible.
Well, I was thinking of a different black crystal and I was like, that, in my mind, that's exactly where my mind went. And I was just waiting.
Yeah, I saw something on the floor, and then somebody said to kick it or to destroy
I
it.
said smash. You
Yeah,
had
just
you had a
something with
giant
it.
wrench.
Yeah,
You
but
can
that's
have a giant wrench.
When you have a giant wrench, no, that doesn't work there, does it? Nope, totally on Kizik's side.
all right. You just step on the thing.
I'll just spend part of the journey to Polk County explaining to Gavin that most crystals can't be crushed under a boot.
And are very sharp.
And he got very lucky. I have 79 luck and I rolled a 49.
That's great. All right, so your chick in Virginia has a crystal and can ship it to you overnight. It'll be here tomorrow. It's
Just
going
one?
to cost you.
We don't.
She has one like that big that you want, but she's got 4 crystals.
Okay. Well, one will be fine for now. I'll put her on that we might be in the market for more.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's going to cost you $40. You could Venmo it to her.
Hey, Graham.
Gotcha. That is well within my that's well within my range. Actually should be well within your range too.
It is, but I don't think Stella would know what Venmo is.
She's got a computer.
She's our
use.
computer girl.
She's our computer girl. She would know what it is. How do you think she gets all those swamp picture payments?
Oh, she robs them.
Yes, but all the money's electronic now, so she's got to be like, no, you need to send me all your money.
Okay, well, that's fine too. Maybe she does know what Venmo is, but you don't know she knows what Venmo is.
Kizik, this hammer was right next to you. Instead of stepping on it, you could have luck rolled and found this. Or just reach for it, I guess.
Oh no, I don't touch things. He yelled at me last time.
Did you learn your lesson, really? You're still playing the guitar.
I got control over it though.
Why?
It comes when I want it to.
Why is there a bottle of champagne in the background of it?
I think it was just like a size comparison thing, because this is Barnum and Bailey's circus tent steak hammer. And,
Sorry, what are we
yeah.
looking at?
Sorry, this, here, I'll bring it to your hand. Oop. I've just put an image in so that there's another relic here in the vault.
I really want to know what that artifact does.
Yeah, I would have hit it, and then clown confetti would have popped
Right? That's what I was thinking.
12 clowns come out of it. Yeah, now you've got them running around the fucking place.
Please don't do that. I don't like clowns.
They're the weird fucking like early fucking 19th century clowns too. You know, like the really creepy ones in white and black.
No, what I would have done if I was the GM and that happened is I'd have like 5 of them pop out, and one of them turns and it's like it, but you only see it for a second, and then they all run off and they all look the same.
Oh, but yeah, one of them's got like super sharp teeth.
Yeah, yes.
I have 2 major fears in life. One is clowns and the other is snakes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hanging in here.
I'm sorry about the snake thing.
And before next session, we're battling a clown.
Oh, no. We won't. I won't bring the clowns into this. Now that I know about your clown fear, we will not have clowns. Nobody swing the hammer.
Nobody swing the hammer. I mean, a lion could jump out of a ring of fire and it would still be fitting.
Yes, very true. There's just a bunch of shit in there.
There's a strong man with that one weird barbell.
Ooh, yeah, there you go. Or the guy that like drives a nail through his face. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a circus performer. He like puts nails and like swallows swords. You know, that guy.
I've seen the sword swallowing act.
And he blows fire.
Seen that?
Yeah.
But not
It's
a nail
expanded.
through the face. That's
He's
new.
basic-
Expanded those tear ducts so he can snort a corn kernel and cry it out.
Yes, exactly.
Oh my god.
Weird, really triggering it.
Well, good. It's Call of Cthulhu. I can't do it any other way. Go ahead, roll sanity. I haven't asked that in 2 fucking episodes. It's just how well I'm DMing this game. Anyway.
I feel like you're saving those things for when we really need them. But my sanity is so low, it won't matter because, you know, you're going to hit me with something big and I'll be like, guys, no, this is an inopportune moment. But
You could have triggered some very big sanity loss stuff before, but you ran away from it very wisely. Like, it will happen. I'm sure it will.
Yeah, I also am in love with a guitar and can't put it down unless I spend luck to do so.
Like, Kizik and I used a lot of sanity in the apartment episode.
yeah, I did that too. But I don't know if that was a lot compared to like when we were playing Delta Green. Delta Green, it was every other episode. I was like, yeah, so I hit my breaking point again.
Yeah. He became a kleptomaniac.
I mean, my guy did what now that's saying to start with. Like his backstory was he's a sociopathic assassin. The way I ended up breaking him mentally was actually to make him feel empathy. Like that was the scariest thing that happened to him during that entire campaign.
Kleptomania is your breaking point?
No, there's a deck of cards. So in Delta Green, when you hit your breaking point, you have to draw cards, and you get randomly assigned what he's got the deck right here. You get randomly assigned the thing. Now you got to veto because some of them are pretty. Some of them are ones you might want to say no to, so you got a veto on it. But I pulled the Kleptomania card for my first card, and I said, nope, that's it.
I was about to say, that's just my drunk trait.
But yeah, you can become like obsessive compulsive or a megalomaniac or what is this intermittent explosive disorder where you just have rage.
But there's like a fetish one in there that I pulled, and that's the only one that I vetoed.
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't think it got that. I don't think it got that specific. It was just that you had an inappropriate fetish that would come out at times, and I was like, I don't want to role play that, so I just vetoed that card.
My guy loved teeth and was scared of doors and then got split personalities.
Got split personalities and got to have multiple character sheets that he could switch through like a superpower.
I could switch through only if I got hurt or if I failed a sanity roll, which happened pretty frequently. And then I rolled a 1 to 4 chance to see if it was a good personality or not.
Sorry, I have a follow-up question. Loved teeth. What do you mean by that?
That's why I asked him how he felt about teeth when I found the crystal.
Because he also loved those crystals. Those were alien teeth. He was an anthropologist, and he just liked the way that teeth, like,
Oh, you don't
are
like to
preserved.
look at teeth in the context of a mouth. You want to have the teeth.
Yeah, the old teeth.
Yeah, that didn't make it any less creepy, Stella, I promise.
Well, I'm just wondering if I should wear a mouth guard.
It's just how it kind of happened in Delta Green, where we were losing our minds, and yeah, things like that happen. So, yeah, to get back into this game, what are you thinking now? I think we've discussed a little bit, and we've leveled up now. And I think, what's the next real big course of action? Silas will come back. He would have gotten chemotherapy for his first treatment. He feels like shit. He wants to go have a lie down.
He should do that.
Before you do, how often do Kevins just roll off and not follow directions?
I've never had that happen before.
Is it okay to just go get a new one out of the machine?
I wouldn't suggest popping a new one unless the old one is gone.
And we'll never know. We'll never know, so let's just not risk it.
Who's gonna look after me then if you say Kevin's gone?
I mean, if we pop a new one out of the machine and the old one isn't gone, won't he come back?
No, I'm not 100% sure what happens, really.
Well, what would happen if hypothetically someone had accidentally popped a new Kevin out while the one was still alive?
I guess it could be bad. It could be pretty bad. There's kind of like a polarity to a Kevin, a bipolarity maybe. 1 minute you've got a good, helpful Kevin, and another minute you've got a murderous, treacherous Kevin who would eat your soul if you let it. So, maybe that's why we don't see this Kevin. There could be, we could have got an evil Kevin.
Okay. Graham flips out his notebook. It says, "Note to self, hunt down and kill Kevin."
You think maybe I should get hospice care or something to come in here maybe and flip my pillow around?
I mean, that wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, just somebody to help check on you.
Stella, you don't have any friends, or Gavin, you don't know anybody?
We do. We got a
Maybe.
secretary.
Silas, buddy, I live in a swamp. I can hypnotize a gator into taking care of you, but that might be a bit jarring.
I'd rather not.
Okay. We do have a secretary, and she's lovely.
She is.
Yeah, if you think she'd help out, I think it would be great if you could call her.
Yeah, let's get her down here. I'm missing her influence.
Who you gonna call?
Well,
That secretary!
we're gonna call our secretary, whose name I am trying to find in my notes.
Marge.
Marge.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good call, Kizik. Kizik made her, I think.
It's a collaborative.
No, it was a collaborative thing, because, yeah, Kizik had a different...
Okay.
So,
I call Marge and explain the situation and ask her if she wouldn't mind forwarding the phone to hear
hold on,
what.
before you get ahead of yourself,
Hmm?
I need you to... You're going to call Marge, and
Sorry,
she's going to answer
I thought we were trying to skip through this quickly to get to the next part. My bad.
Yeah, no, you're good. I just, this is a big thing. You call Marge, and she answers the phone in a panic, and she says, "Graham, there's somebody watching the warehouse."
Okay. Can you be more descriptive?
Yeah, I think it's the police, but I'm not 100% sure. Nobody's come into the warehouse yet, but they've got, like, there's vehicles out there. They've surrounded the warehouse.
The warehouse where we're at?
No, the warehouse. The Eckert and Sharp warehouse in Suwannee.
Oh.
The hangar.
The hangar.
I mean, there's nothing illegal in there.
Yeah, I don't know what is. If it's the police, they should just come in here. Like, if they've got a warrant or whatever, it's fine. But, like, that no one's come in. And I can't. I'm not going to go out there.
Good thing we put in that secret tunnel.
There's a secret tunnel?
Secret tunnel.
Oh, it's underneath, like, a desk or something?
It could also be called the poop chute.
Oh, it's in the bathroom?
It also may be a sewer.
Oh, God, you guys don't pay me enough.
I've got her on speaker. Gavin, what do you think? I mean, I know we were supposed to go to this lake and everything, but if these guys aren't police, I feel like they're going to need a serious ass kicking. And if they are police, we probably will have to be only slightly more delicate about the situation.
Yeah, I mean, alternatively, how good is she at holding her breath? She can make it out into the wrist weather and swim
Yeah.
away.
But if they're not police,
Yeah, we should head back and check them out.
Stella, what do you think?
I think we should go make sure Marge is okay.
I agree. Time for a 3-hour road trip.
Oh, good. Time for me to nap.
Also, we once we get Marge all broken out, Silas, we're gonna send her to help you look after you. Just take it easy till she gets here.
You thinking, like, what? Like 6 hours? I'll go to bed. It's fine.
Have
Yeah,
good-
you probably won't wake up until she's back.
What was that? I won't wake up? That's terrible. Why would you say something like that?
It's not what I said, Silas. Listen to me.
On your way out of Tampa, you can find there's a dirt bike store.
Yes. Wait, we're doing dirt bikes, not...
By dirt bike store, he means we just pick them off the side of the road and put them in the truck and take off.
Are you guys taking the truck to Suwannee?
I think we should.
Yeah,
Who's driving?
Well, Stella wants to nap, so me and Gavin can take turns. Unless you want to drive the whole 3-hour trip, Gavin.
Oh no, we can switch in an hour and a half.
You want to play the guitar in the back seat?
No, she's sleeping in the back seat.
So you said
The
you wanted
passenger
to,
seat,
not
then.
that you would.
Yeah, he's watching me. I can't do that right here.
Could
But
play
I
a
think real
lullaby.
hard.
Could play lullabies. You play the most badass lullabies ever.
Yes.
So you guys leave the Samuel L. Davis Cigar Factory. You guys get out to Tampa proper, and you guys start heading north on 275 to go back to Suwannee. Driving there takes, like you said, about 3 hours. And as you guys get into the town of Suwannee, you got to come in from this northern direction via car down this road. And remember, your hangar is right here in like the corner of everything. So as you guys come through, you're gonna like pass the market, and you'll notice that there are a few police cars in the market that are like from out of county. They're probably, there's one from Jacksonville, and then there's a state trooper, let's say, and they're parked at the market. And that's weird as you guys come in. And then you guys get to in front of the warehouse. Let me pack this up. There the map goes. I knew it was going to explode. It's going to explode some more. Everybody hold on to your butts. It's been a minute since we've been here.
Indeed.
Uh-oh. My trees broke. That's what's going on here. Yep. This is what happens in Tabletop Simulator, everybody. Trees break all the time. Your models just stop working.
It's fine. This area has been through a hurricane.
Yes.
I got cookies, and the trees are showing up on mine.
Okay.
The trees are good on mine. It's the door to the hangar that's...
Oh, no.
Excuse me, sorry. Should have muted, but couldn't get to it in time.
It's really impolite what you've done there.
How wooed.
Mm-hmm.
Let me set the scene for you as you guys come in here. There is 2 visible police cars. One is sitting out in front of Stella's Eclipse. The other one is going to be over here, like off the ways. And then Marge was talking about some other vehicles, which I should have preloaded in here, but then forgot to. So I'm going to pull in.
That's strange. The Moscow Police Department is watching my Eclipse.
Yes. I can't get exact models sometimes, you know.
Well, these 2 are on the property, aren't they?
Yes, and they are dark. Like dark.
Oh, my least favorite kind. The undercover ones.
Well, the ones that are on the property, we could just try to walk up to and see what they're doing there, because they're parked there. They must have a warrant, right? They can't enter the property legally without one. I vote provoke.
Oh, I got a tool belt. Oh, no, I should have left the tool belt back there. It's tough to drive with that.
No, we definitely want the tool belt. I want the tool belt if you don't want it.
You're in a pickup truck. Just throw it in the back.
Right? Tool belt fits in perfectly.
All right, so you got the tool belt. You go into the driver's side. I go to the passenger side.
And I'll go around to the front.
We don't necessarily all need to approach them.
Oh, so you don't want the witch on your side?
Oh, I don't think that if they are actual police, and it appears with Cruiser said that they probably are, I don't think that we're going to want to fight them. But I will leave that to group decision. But while I do want to provoke them, it's more of a put up or shut up kind of thing. Like, either we're going to get arrested here and go down a completely different path, or...
Fine, we'll try it your way.
That's why I think one of us should probably... So, like, if they start loading me into the Cruiser in handcuffs, you guys might want to bail.
No, you could take that, little piddly man. Men.
Would you stop asking the teacher for more homework?
I'm just waiting to see a warrant.
That's what I'm gonna go do. All right, so you guys are gonna drop me off over there, and I'm gonna
We'll park there.
yeah. So I'm gonna. Oh, if I can ever hit buttons correctly, I'm gonna hop out of the truck and on foot walk up to the car. Unless these guys have magically appeared out on foot. Unless they're hutting.
Some of them are milling about in that, like this guy just came out of the warehouse. He has stuff in his hands that you recognize from the warehouse, like books and things like that. This guy is probably like on his way across. You recognize that he's got like a computer, your computer from inside the warehouse. He's got it in a basket, and he's carrying it out. So they're like in the middle of carrying out a warrant.
Interesting. You need a hell of a warrant to remove a lot of unspecific stuff like that. So I'm gonna walk up to the first guy and be like, what's going on here?
He turns around and recognizes you. Mr. Eckert, there is a warrant out for your arrest.
On what charge?
Kidnapping.
Kidnapping? You have to have a hell of a lot of proof.
Yes, apparently there is proof. Can I have you step over here? Put your hands behind your back, please.
All right, am I under arrest?
Yes, absolutely. You are under arrest.
I'd like my phone call.
We can do that down at the station.
I might.
Oh, everybody else? You gonna come over?
No.
Oh, I'm in the car.
And
Engine's
I-
still running.
I imagine they've put on the child locks in the back seat for me.
Oh, in the back of the truck?
Yeah, I don't know. Do they have those in trucks?
They do, but I don't think Gavin would have them.
Now, are you getting out? You gonna go fight a bunch of police?
No, I guess not.
Like, he's going on his own accord, and he went there by himself just to see what was up. And give us a call. We'll go down and bail him out.
Fine.
So
I mean,
they read Eckert his rights, Miranda rights. They put him in the back of the police car. These police officers continue taking stuff out. You don't see Marge here. And Gavin, you don't see Moose here.
Well, Graham will be with you when we get to you.
Yep.
Well, Gavin, I guess we probably should drive around to the other side.
Wait, they're not coming towards us.
That's true. I guess we'll wait.
So there's this couple minutes where everybody rolls up and they put everything in the cars that they need to put in. They think they've got enough. They have a little bit of a conversation. And then everybody piles into their cars and they take everything with them. We got one cop
Except for
comes
that
in
one
here.
guy.
Yep, this guy. And they start driving Graham out of the parking lot. And you guys will pass the truck. What do you guys, Stella and Gavin, want to do now?
I want to go through my house to everything, see what they took. Let's see if I can find Moose.
Probably try to get a hold of Marge.
You can
Moose.
find Marge. I'm gonna
Yep.
find Moose.
Yeah.
All right, so you go through the warehouse, and it's been tossed. They apparently grabbed a bunch more of stuff than legally they should have been allowed to do. There's something driving this that's like way bigger than it should be, and you don't see your dog. which is crazy. There's no way that a warrant would say that they could take a dog either. But your dog is gone, and Marge is gone.
I'm going to take a bunch of pictures of the state of everything, and then I'm going to call Marge on the phone. We got a cell phone.
She answers, and she says that she's down at the local PD. They don't have her in a cell or anything. She's sitting out front, but they tell her that she might be charged with obstruction. She seems pissed off more than anything because it's a bogus charge that's, never going to stick. She didn't obstruct anything. She just didn't know where you guys were.
She'd be covered under the detective agency's insurance, which means we'd have a lawyer already on site. Like, even if there's
Who's your lawyer?
Even if there's dirty cops, well, we didn't specify it in character creation, but we did specify that we had them.
Okay, let's get a lawyer on site.
Hold on, let me do some character generation.
Yeah, no problem.
Make it a woman.
Okay.
I think Stella's gonna step in here.
A ball-busting lady lawyer.
Love it.
Is the siren's lure, was that included in the tossing, the warrant, quote unquote?
No.
Okay. I was just checking because the picture is leaning up against here.
Yeah, it's here, but it wasn't tossed.
They didn't search it. Okay.
Oh man, they don't have lawyer name generators in this thing. Come on now.
I'm going to ask Marge if she's seen Moose.
Oh, a good.
They took him to the pound. I'm sorry, Gavin. He's at the animal shelter. Gavin, they said that he attacked a police officer. I was there the whole time. Moose. He would never have attacked a police officer. They've got this grimy fucking detective from Jacksonville, and he is all over this. He took Moose to the animal shelter. He's behind this whole thing.
What's his name?
Grimes. It's Detective Grimes.
Aw, don't use that name. Not for the grimy one. Come on, it's too on point.
No, I like it.
Grayson Grimes.
How about Lana Grisinger for a lawyer?
Ooh, that was pretty good. I did find Alice. I did find Allison Rose, Alllyson, and I thought maybe, but Bella Lee is another one. I thought that was pretty cool.
Rose is a pretty good last name for a
Yeah,
lawyer.
it is.
We can go with whatever you guys want. I got a couple of them here.
I'm digging Rose, but I was liking the first name that you had. It was the other combination.
What was that, Lauren?
Yeah.
Or Bella.
We can't do Lana Rose.
Bella Rose?
Bella Rose would work.
There we go. Bella Rose. So Bella Rose, Allie can describe her personality. I will say that for my part, she's probably one of those lawyers that specializes in just making a police officer's life a living hell to the point where they don't want to deal with them.
Right.
And in this case, she'd be having a field day because there is no way a Jacksonville detective would have the authority to do what they want. And just because it is a point that pisses me off, there would be good cops in this department, no matter how dirty some of the cops were. They would never let them get away with this. So there had to have been some mechanism here to do that, because 85% of your cops in the most corrupt neighborhood are good cops. So 15% of this department did not pull this off by themselves.
That's correct. So when you guys get to the local PD, you will discover that it is a mix. Grayson Grimes is from Jacksonville. He has a guy with him that is a state trooper, and he has like a crisp fucking look to him that it makes you think that he makes a lot more money than a state trooper should be making. The local guys were kind of strong-armed into this a little bit more. So they're at the local PD. They basically moved everybody local out. And it's Grayson Grimes is this detective. Let me pull him into the scene. And you come in, Graham. You're still in handcuffs. You see Marge there. She's not in handcuffs. She's just sitting there waiting on a bench. And the lawyer, was it Bella Rose, is there just ripping apart Grayson Grimes, the detective, and he's sweating, but he's happy because he's already gotten the radio call that Graham's here.
I'm muted. You can't hear me. Hey, Allie, would you mind describing Bella Rose for me while I'm taking notes so I can put her description in here?
I can, but I'm generating her right now. But she's like a very... she's young-ish. Severe looking.
I was more talking about personality, but yeah, if you're generating her, that's awesome.
Well, her personality is she is a ball buster.
I'm putting
Very aggressive.
Putting that down verbatim.
The AI is just gonna be like,
I can't use that word.
Yeah.
It's okay. She's generating the image, so I'm just putting this in my notes. I mean, I've seen some amazing lawyers, and I know exactly the type that Ali is talking about. That's the type that will turn charges around on you in a heartbeat. Like, you will go from pressing charges to having charges pressed against you in the blink of an eye with a lawyer like that. They're the ones that have dinner with the DA on a regular basis.
I don't like that I used aggressive to describe her.
Oh, I love it. I think you gotta be.
Also, somebody with better AI capabilities might want to do this image generation because it's not working for me.
Oh, Jesus. This is supposed to be the big bad corrupt cop guy?
This is the detective from Jacksonville.
Oh my.
Yeah, right? She's gonna make him shit his pants.
Yeah.
Not that you'll be able to tell.
No, you wouldn't. This man eats entire hoagies, like sideways sandwiches. He smokes cigars because he likes making people upset about the smoke. And as he's getting berated by your top-notch lawyer, he's breathing his halitosis and cigar breath in her face and just sitting there with that frown.
Yep, he's getting sued.
He seems to be the fall guy in all of this. All right, so State Trooper Man brings you in. Graham, he sits you down. He says, you'll get your phone call. Hands you a phone. That's what you wanted, right?
Yeah, can I speak to my attorney? She's right there.
Yeah, I'll send her in when she's done eating the detective. And he laughs about it.
Yeah, I'm glad you know what's going on there.
Yeah, this guy's fucked. Comes in out of nowhere. Now this state trooper, he looks fucking crisp, right? Like really, really nice. But he's been cordial to you this whole time.
Mm-hmm. And I would reciprocate that.
He sits you down and he says, "Can I get you water or anything?"
Water'd be nice, thank you.
No problem. He even moves your handcuffs to the front. Hasn't pat you down or anything. This crisp police officer from the state walks out, gets you a glass of water, comes back in, sets it down on the table, winks at you, and then leaves.
Well, that's not fishy.
All right, so Grayson Grimes gets fucking berated for 15, 20 minutes. Has anybody gotten the AI lawyer done?
I've got four options in the chat for you.
What do we think, team?
I've got one more option for you. Just 1 second.
No problem. This is technology. We love this.
Yeah, as much as people complain about AI art generating, it's done so much for the tabletop RPG world because you can make throwaway characters in like 2 minutes now, and they are throwaway characters. Like they're not something you'd ever pay a real artist to do.
Is it? Yours looks like a video that I've seen online.
Yeah, that's okay. She did say youngish. I didn't know you wanted her to be blonde.
I'm going with Allie's.
Right? I think so. I wouldn't want to get stuck in a courtroom with that lady.
She does look like she would
Eat you alive?
apart.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I was going for.
So what kind of legal jargon would be said in a case like this, in an instance like this anyway, where it's just a completely wrongful arrest, 100%, and no doubt about it?
Well, I wouldn't know. I never arrested anyone wrongfully. Full disclaimer.
I mean, wrongful arrest is a thing.
It is a thing.
No grounds for a warrant. Improperly served warrant.
Grimes has a warrant. It's signed by a judge, state judge.
Yeah, that doesn't make it proper.
Yeah, but it was served on Marge, who I would imagine is not someone could... She wouldn't be who you served a warrant for this property on. It'd be him, Gavin or Graham.
Based on highly circumstantial evidence, easily disproved.
Correct. Also, we still don't know who they allegedly kidnapped.
Oh, it's Ethan Sharp.
The adult?
No, the kid from the university. Last
Was he
seen
over 18.
Yeah.
under 26, still lived technically with his parents.
That is
and
not a
under their
legal
care.
thing. That's not a thing.
Yeah.
Nope.
I
it's
get
not,
you.
Not a thing.
And also,
Not legally. They're still concerned. Parents concerned.
Yeah.
do they have evidence that he came here against his will?
There was evidence that he was last seen here with you,
It's just not grounds.
That's
well,
not.
with Graham. And his phone GPS went out to the swamp along with the GPS from the plane that we will corroborate. Flight times with the FAA, which we've corroborated. You guys did make that trip. Sorry, Graham made that trip out there with him, and then he did not come back.
That's
And
all.
is it out of
That's
the realm of possibility that he dropped his cell phone in the swamp?
it's also the definition of circumstantial evidence. Like that is how you define it.
It's all circumstantial. That's all 100% true.
Which means you
It's all
can't get a warrant.
Still signed by a judge.
Yeah,
Which
Goes all the way to
judge?
the top.
yeah. Getting signed by a judge doesn't actually make it legit. You know that, right? Like if there's no reasonable suspicion, which you don't have, because it's all circumstantial. You can't, even if the judge wrote a warrant, another judge could overturn him, and he'd probably lose his bar. Like, if you could,
Oh,
you,
yeah.
you march into
Bella
some.
is on the way to report this judge to the state bar association just as soon as she gets that name.
So-
His name is Donovan Block.
Excellent. So once she makes that report and brings forth all this evidence, anything Judge Block has ruled or signed off on now goes into question. His whole career.
Yep. Every conviction. Ever.
That takes some time.
So
In the
enjoy that red
meantime-
tape.
Yep. In the meantime, Grayson Grimes comes into the interrogation room with Graham Eckert. He closes the door. And Eckert, you got a glass of water. Your hands are cuffed in front of you, but on the table.
He gave me
Sorry,
a glass.
and where is she?
Oh, she can come in. Yep. Your lawyer's present. Grayson sidles up. Detective Grimes sidles up and gets into the chair. Just kind of folds himself into it across the table from you. Starts breathing pretty heavy. Gets a cigar out. Puts it in his mouth and lights it. I just gotta hold you. Really. That's all I gotta do. And I think I did a pretty good job. And he smiles.
I don't say anything to him. I'm just looking at him. So I'm smart enough to let my lawyer talk.
Does Grayson Grimes, by any chance, smell with his tongue?
Doesn't seem to be.
Okay.
Nah, they wouldn't want somebody that fat.
I'm thinking they swallowed the real Grayson Grimes.
Right? That's a big meal right there.
You did say his brother had pythons.
So we hold here with
Yeah.
you not saying anything. Grayson puffing on a cigar.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the first things they teach you is let your lawyer do the talking. I'm just enjoying punching holes in your. I wouldn't have made this particular approach with these particular player characters had I been the GM, but I am enjoying this perspective
No,
of it.
this is fun because it's still a puzzle that you guys will have to get through. And on my end, like it's not going to affect the world the way that you guys think it will.
Your lawyer definitely would have said before he came back in, like, it's just a matter of time before all of this gets dismissed, so just don't say anything to him.
And that's exactly what Graham would have done.
And now we're holding.
Yeah. So what I'm really looking for, RP wise, is obviously Graham isn't going to say anything, but I'd love to know what the conversation between Bella and Grayson is going on, because she's not going to stand idly by.
Oh, I think at this point in her career, she won't even acknowledge Grayson.
Yeah, but he's in the interrogation room interrogating her client.
I know, and she'll just continually remind her client that he does not have to say anything.
So Grayson would ask you questions like, and if you just want to keep quiet, that's perfectly fine, but I want you to get a feel for what he knows. So he would ask you questions like, you ever meet Ethan Sharp? I know you have, so I just need you to confirm that. And you don't say anything, and then he's like, you take him out into the swamp? He was trying to find some snakes, wasn't he? A little weird kid, huh?
My
Don't say
client
anything.
has confirmed that Ethan Sharp did book a tour in the swamp with him.
That's right. We got it. Got him going into the Everglades. Not coming back out. He seems to be taking his time I'm just going to give this to you instead of making you guys roll for it. He's stalling. This is a tactic to make sure that something else goes on far away that you guys can't get to right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't matter what the repercussions are for Grayson Grimes. He's already, like, this is what he's supposed to be doing. So he's going to stall. He's going to be nice to you. He's just going to hold you. And because he's got this investigation that he's got to get done.
Well, that's also like a common thing. They just stall to hold you to get as much evidence as they can within the 24 hours before they have to let you go. So
Yeah.
I feel like Bella is probably well aware of what's happening.
That is a common thing. It's also one of those things that, yes, Bella would instantly recognize, and Graham's going to do as an attorney says, so he's not going to get any info. But as
And
far
what I'm guessing is that as a criminal defense attorney, Bella has probably associates working for her, going to the judge's home, going to the state bar ethics committee's home. Like, she's trying to
expedite
this process
So-
as quickly as she can.
I mean, I would suggest for the GM, because obviously the bad guys want us held here while they do whatever bad things they're doing. The only thing that could short circuit that is if the lawyer, Bella, somehow managed to trigger a no, release him right now reaction from the state bar board. So really, even though we don't have stats for it, I feel like it should be like a roll for Bella.
Give me, Estella, give me a luck roll, and I'll tell you exactly when that would happen, depending on how quickly they could get there. Actually, let me ask you this first before you roll the luck, because I don't know, and maybe you do. How long would it take for them to actually go physically to check on Donovan Block, the judge that signed the warrant?
Physically?
Yes, they've made phone calls. They try to contact him multiple times, and then they have to send somebody out to his physical address to check up on him, where they discover he is dead. So then that would trigger a bunch of alarms, right? And anything that he has signed in the past, whatever, would then be called into question, correct? How long would that take? Are you muted?
I don't think Allie realized you were asking her.
Oh, okay. I was just asking in general because I don't have any knowledge in it.
I don't know how long that would take.
I would imagine at least a couple hours, 6 to 8, medium, and then like hopefully not any longer. But if we went into like nighttime, how long would it take to be like, oh, well, he's probably just asleep, and then we'll check in the morning, and then like they actually would hold you until 9 or 10 the next day, if your luck is that bad. I want to hold you as long as I possibly can as a GM right now, so that other things happen in the background.
Well, there's also, like, if the judge isn't reachable, there's always a magistrate, because you skipped a part of the legal process because obviously you've never been arrested. There's a process you skipped here where the magistrate sets bail and decides on a bunch of things regarding the case. The magistrate can override all of these officers and can say, hey, I can't get a hold of the judge. This doesn't look legit. I'm going to let him go. Or can say, maybe it's legit, maybe it's not. Here's how much bail costs. And like that's a thing. Like, I could post bail right now and be out.
If he took you to the magistrate.
He can't.
But
he can't not take you to the magistrate. You can't hold somebody without without the magistrate's authority.
And the lawyer would be all over that.
Yeah, so like reasonably, I could get up and just walk out, and there's nothing he could do. Because a police officer can't even hold you after arresting you if the magistrate doesn't weigh in on it. That's usually what they do is they say, okay, you're arrested, and then they take you to the magistrate before you ever set foot in the jail.
And how long until the magistrate sees you sometimes.
30 seconds. Like, you have to
No, between arrest and going to see him.
They have to take you from the arrest to the magistrate. Like, that's how the process. Like I said, you obviously haven't been arrested, because that's where you go before you go to jail. They will.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, there we go.
We can hear you
Yay!
now.
Yeah. So they book you, and that's when you meet the magistrate. Like, in booking, in intake, that's when you meet the magistrate.
All right, so none of that has happened.
Okay, then I can just walk out. There's nothing he can do.
Except that you're handcuffed to the table.
If he attacks me, then, I got the right to defend myself.
Yeah, I get you.
So I've been responding to this question for like
Oh, yeah, let's hear.
3 minutes. And I was getting very frustrated. And we can blame the cat because he turned my mic sensitivity down.
Aw, Raven, why you do that?
And he said, Mom, nobody wants to hear your thoughts. So what would actually happen in this situation is it would go to the district attorney or assistant district attorney, whoever signed or brought the warrant to the judge. The detectives would go, or Bella would go to that attorney and say, here's what's wrong with this, this, and this. You should have not brought this warrant to the judge, and Graham would have to be released. Now, the state ethics board is not going to check on the judge, but actually, nobody would probably check on the judge anytime quickly.
That's what I was wondering. He said physically check on the judge. I was like,
there would have to be another event
Yeah.
to bring the people to the judge's house. Now, if Grimes and his cronies wanted to scramble to create actual evidence to give to the district attorney to then base a warrant off of that and take it to the judge, that could work. And I'm really sorry if I just messed up your...
No, you're good. So he could actually, like, forge something.
For
and
sure.
give it- Yeah. Okay.
He's going to have to be a hell of a forger, though. Since he had no idea we would be there.
So this is...
But that's also not something that would be realized.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd have to hope the judge's wife saw, or somebody close to them just happened to see the warrant and was like, wait a minute.
Oh, you mean he forged the judge's signature?
Oh, I don't know. That's what I thought he meant.
Yeah, I thought you meant forged evidence against me to take to the judge. That's a significantly higher effort.
Yes, it is.
But he could have just not gone to see the judge and signed in the judge's name to get the thing, and then as soon as they went to the district attorney, they'd probably be like, I haven't seen this.
But I would guess if there was forged evidence that was irrefutable, Grimes would have brought that up already. But the evidence he has brought up is refutable.
Is very circumstantial, yeah.
And Bella would have had you out of there by now.
Also, I'm looking at Grayson's competency level and Bella's competency level, and I think that while Grayson may be trying to do everything to strong arm the situation, I feel like he wouldn't stand a chance.
Yeah.
Like, he may want it as bad as he wants, but he has nothing but a strong arm tactic, and it's not going to work for very long. It got me here.
One suggestion I was going to make is I mentioned that, like, Bella had associate attorney who would be going out checking that evidence. I feel like she definitely has a private investigator or two on the payroll going out and checking these claims, and one of them would have gone to the judge's house at the point.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in an association like this, those private investigators, because we are also private investigators, would be defending their own. So they'd be very motivated.
Sure.
Okay, so let's talk about maximum amount of time that you would be reasonably held. And let's roll a group luck roll here to figure out how long I've actually held you guys up with this trap.
I mean, I think that just getting to the station and getting reamed by the lawyer would have bought you at least like 6 hours.
Mm-hmm.
At least, maybe 8. Just from where we got at the dockyard to where we're sitting now in the interrogation room.
And the 3 hours that you drove here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's in the 8?
Yeah.
Okay, we're negotiating.
But I also definitely want to see the scene where this all falls apart and Bella gets to replace in a new one.
Oh yeah, so that happens after the time period where Grayson's like, as sweet as pie, says, I didn't have anything on you anyway. And she's like, I'm gonna fucking ram my fucking foot down your goddamn throat, you greasy slime ball. And he's like, sure thing. And it, like, with a nasty smile and lighting a cigar, he's like, yeah, no problem. And he releases you. But it is a significant amount of time that he is, I think, at least 8 hours overnight. Yeah, and there are repercussions. So, Stella, if you ever want to play as Bella Rose, she will also tell you, just straight up, Donovan Block, the judge, is dead. He was found. There's an entire murder investigation about this. It's pretty big in Jacksonville. There might be a serial killer or something out there. It's weird.
A serial killer in Florida?
Yeah, right. Although I gotta say,
this one is weird.
Since we got all wrapped up in this, I feel like this should be our next case.
Absolutely, if you want to.
We should go help unravel this murder because somebody decided to drag us into it, and they need to regret that decision.
And I'd be interested to see the time of death for the judge versus the time the warrant was signed.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one. Also, I'd like to see handwriting comparisons. Does the signature on the warrant match the judge's other signatures? Was
the signature forced or coerced in some way?
Which would also show in a deep handwriting. Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds like a cool chapter 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like a chapter 2B. Or not 2B. Haha.
Kizik, how you feeling? Are you still in the truck?
No, I went into the thing, make sure everything was there. I took pictures of evidence, but then there's a lot more other evidence that didn't even need all of that.
Oh, I rolled lockpicking, by the way, halfway through that, and totally I was out of those cuffs before he tried to let me out.
So yeah, he was super friendly. He goes to unlock you, and you've already been unlocked. He's like,
I just hand him his cuffs.
He gives you the finger guns, and he takes his handcuffs.
I thought Kizik was
just raises one eyebrow at him, say something.
I thought Kizik was gonna be like, I'm halfway through breaking him out of the. Oh, what do you mean he doesn't need to be broken out of the cell?
I've built a whole explosive device on the jail wall.
I gotta get Moose. I need Bella to come with me. We're gonna go talk to the animal people.
Oh yeah, that's a good scene there too.
Well, Stella will come with you to the animal control.
Yeah, you get there, and there's a plump lady behind the counter. Can I help you?
We're at animal control.
Yeah, at animal control. This is Florida Animal Control.
Oh, the whole state.
We are a big statewide agency.
The police came and took my dog. Said he bite somebody, but he didn't bite nobody.
Could you describe your dog, please?
He's an Irish wolfhound called Moose.
Well, big old softy he was. Yeah, I couldn't imagine him biting nobody.
There's the police is in big trouble according to the text I've been getting, but I just need my dog back, please.
Oh, sorry. Love the idea of Gavin texting.
She says, she'll right away. I'll go back and get him. And she brings out Moose for you. And there's a nice, warm reunion between the two of you.
Oh.
And she's like, I doubt he'd bite anybody. You know, I didn't believe the report when I saw it. Because it was signed by somebody who wouldn't, like, normally doing reports around here anyway. Anyway, I gotta hold him till the owner shows up. So you showed up. Here you go.
Yay!
You're in and out.
This was a lot more pleasant than I thought it was going to be.
Me too. I was ready to fight someone for this dog.
There's tons of other animals here that need to be adopted. That's the fight. I trapped you like this.
Well,
There's a cute kitten right next to the door.
You guys
Let me
have
get-
already retrieved the dog? That didn't take long.
let me handle what's going down in Tampa, and I'll come back, bring them all to my swamp retreat.
I mean, you got the two right people in here. We could take a whole lot. But we got some business going on.
But you said there's a kitten. How small?
Jasper's like, yeah, how small? No, it's like a palm-sized kitten.
I could get Jasper a kitten. He'd love that.
Jasper would love a kitten.
That was my excuse. I said I got Winston a kitten. Not
Right.
my cat. It's Winston's cat.
So I'm thinking 45 minutes to an hour tops. Gavin gets Moose back, and you guys meet back up with Marge, and you guys will wait what did we say, 6 hours tops that it would take for Graham to be released. And Grayson Grimes slinks off into the night as you guys all reconvene.
Don't choke on that bag of dicks, dude.
I'm also imagining Bella rips the cigar out of his mouth and just throws it onto his shoes.
It is illegal to smoke those in the interrogation room.
I brought Jasper over because we have established Goose and Jasper are buddies.
It's Moose.
You're right.
Moose, get out of here.
Moose and Jasper are buddies.
Yeah, and a new kitten. We just kind of picked that one up.
Yeah.
So we
That could be Moose's friend.
it can be Moose's kitten.
Yeah,
Um,
Goose.
Actually, it could be Silas's new pet because we're going to send Marge to go take care of Silas because we were gone for way longer than we said we were going to be, and he's probably woken up and wondered what the hell happened.
Yeah, well, nobody asked you to get arrested.
I'd like to point out that I took one for the team.
hmm
So,
They didn't ask you about us.
Yeah, Gavin would have hit a cop. It would have been bad.
Stella would have cursed their asses.
I think you guys are proving my point. All I did was pick some locks and get really indignant.
Our DM appreciates it.
Now we gotta get back to the warehouse.
Do we? I thought we were just
Well,
sending
we
Marge back there.
Oh, Marge
No.
is going there with the kitten named Goose.
What's gonna happen? What are we doing with Moose?
He lives here.
He's here on the boat. He'll be all right.
But if you go back to Tampa, who takes care of Moose?
Got food.
It's Moose. He takes care of himself.
Okay.
Also, Graham is definitely going to like shake Bella's hand and be like, "Thank you very much." Blah 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 blah. He's in the mail, but we're working a case right now.
Yeah, sure. If you need anything, law related, you have my number.
Absolutely, and you were fantastic. And send her on her way because she probably doesn't even want to be involved with the shit we're about to do.
She also charges by the hour.
Yeah, all lawyers do. So
We need to get out of here.
yeah, if she drove
Very
me, if she drove me back here, it would have occurred to Graham that it was the most expensive Uber ever.
Right. It wasn't a really, really nice car.
Yeah, it would be.
And if this, yeah, because it's Call of Cthulhu, Stella, if you ever switch over to Bella, your money or your what is that value? Hold on,
Credit
I'm trying
rating.
to remember.
Credit
The
rating.
credit rating. Your credit
Yeah.
rating would be amazing. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
you'd be able to go up and like put up in the biggest, ritziest hotels.
Oh yeah. She wouldn't even. Bella doesn't even want to stay in S1E. She's like, every hour I'm here past 4:00. Time and a half.
Right? She even gets travel time back to the office.
Oh yeah.
Look, let's not bankrupt our detective agency like too badly. I would have taken an Uber. I'm just saying.
All right.
She should be up on our podium somewhere, though. We're gonna. That's gonna be a reoccurring character.
Excellent. I love this game. This is why I love this game. You guys made this character. This happened.
So, it
You get
was
back to the warehouse and all of your stuff is there, like in trash bags, right by the front door.
I mean, the fact that it's already back, fucking Bella's like top notch, because that actually usually takes longer to get back than getting out of jail.
Marge goes to set stuff back up. Now she gets the phone out and plugs it back in. Why'd they take the phone?
Marge.
Oh, Marge is gone. Sorry.
Well, Marge, don't waste your energy. We got something else for you.
Right. Sorry. You've already sent her away. Marge was sent to the vault to care for Silas. My bad. So somebody else is going to have to plug in the phone.
Yeah, we don't need the phone right now. Hey guys, we should continue this road trip, I think.
I'm glad we're in agreement. We don't need to be worried about the phone.
So we drive into the swamp? No, to the little lake, or are we trying to figure out what's going on with the judge guy?
I mean, I think we should go ahead and continue our plan to go to the lake. If not for no other reason to do the recon. But I also would like at some point to follow up with the judge thing, because I feel like that investigation, there was a personal attack. Somebody invaded our home, and they need to be taught that that is a mistake. Oh, and that Grimes guy, he needs to lose his job.
He's on your shit list, huh?
Say lose his jaw? Okay.
Lose his job, but Stella, I like where your head's at.
I mean, all those cigars, he's gonna lose something.
The next time you meet him, I'm just going to have him eating a hoagie. He probably did that during the interrogation while you didn't have anything. He's just eating.
I have a feeling I would have lost my appetite watching that.
Yeah, definitely. Licking his fingers, mayo. Anyway.
Bite of that one puff of cigar.
Roll sanity. So, you have two major paths ahead of you. An investigation into the death of Judge Donovan Block, or going to Lake Gordon and scouting it out. You still want to go to the lake? You guys are here. You have the plane. You guys could fly there. It is the next day. Let's call it 10 a.m.
Okay, so I guess we stopped for the night. I think we should have piled in the car and road tripped overnight. You can sleep in the car
If you want to.
if that's the way. If that's the way we're getting up there, which I think was the consensus. I wanted to take the plane, but that's just so I could fly the plane. Which I feel like that's the way a real pilot would react. Is no man, we can take the plane. Everyone's like, dude, the plane. They're like, yeah, but I get to fly the plane.
I thought you would take the plane. That's why
Planes fly at night.
I'm happy to take the plane if it'll make him shut up about the plane.
It won't,
mean, you guys-
but it'll temporarily make me happier.
It's fine. I'm not really the transportation person of the team, so I'll do whatever.
Yep, we got dirt bikes just for the plane.
Oh yeah, let's take the plane. Try out these new dirt bikes. Mine has a sidecar.
I like it.
Right, fuel her up and let's get out of here. Once we in the air, we'll take a quick nap.
Sounds good. It'll also be a lot faster. Like, we won't need the whole night. We can probably get up there. I mean, I don't know exactly how far it is at distant, but a plane like this is like an hour trip tops.
You keep telling us that it's faster, but
Wait, it is faster.
Let's load up. Let's get Stella off the map and Graham. And we got Jasper still going with us. Moose is staying behind. Gavin's ride is staying behind. And Gavin's coming. And then the dirt bikes, we're loading those up into the plane. All right. And
Now,
we're taking the albatross.
Watch me fail this piloting check and we all careen into the sea and die. Dun dun dun. Chapter 2, new characters.
Very important imagery has been added to Ghost 20 Modern.
I gotta see this. Oh! Oh, I like the top one so much better. Because on
You know what?
the bottom one, he's just like, this is water. What the fuck is this?
But it's on a boat. He's on a boat.
It's so cute.
He's a fluffy. And truly, it's Gavin's decision.
Oh.
I mean, it's Moose's decision. It's his kitty cat.
That's true.
I got offered a kitten today.
Is the season for the kittens. All right.
Couldn't be a
This-
black or gray cat, because otherwise Stella would want to keep it.
So this cat's name is Goose, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And it's going with Marge to the vault.
I think that's the best place for him. He can help Silas heal. Kittens are good at that.
Oh, yeah.
Silas is going to be pissed. God damn this fucking cat.
He's gonna act pissed.
Silas
Yeah.
is
but
apparently going to
secretly-
turn into Hank Hill.
Yeah, but secretly he's gonna love the cat.
Yeah.
Damn it, Bobby.
Damn it, Gavin.
He'll love that cat secretly. All right. So you adopted that cat from the Florida pet.
We didn't do no paperwork. We just kind of pocketed it.
Oh, you just pocketed it. You were like, how big is this cat? Oh, pocket?
She just kind of handed it to us, and we said, all right.
She handed it to us.
Love
She's
it.
like, there's a bunch of forms, and she turns back around and they're just gone.
Right. They took Moose and left.
I thought she said sorry for the inconvenience. Here's a kitty cat, and we walked on out of there.
Yeah. And we know if Silas ends up holding on to this one, we'll go get Moose another one.
All right. We are going to Florida map.
Nope.
Then we're going to Lake Gordon.
Got some tokens here that didn't transition with the map. I think you did a
God.
clear instead of a pack.
Oh, we're going straight from S1E to Lake Gordon.
Wasn't that the plan? In the plane?
That's
I
why
think
we
it-
got the plane.
Yeah. I meant to ask the Codex something. It's fine.
Write it down so you don't forget.
I did,
Okay, cool.
and that's unfortunate.
Ooh, there's an airport right here. We're super close.
It's very true.
We can off-road it, guys. We don't have to take the roads. We can just get on the dirt bikes and like come across here. They'll never see it coming.
So all of that is true.
This is the most Miami Vice shit ever.
I hope that you like this next part.
We're all gonna die?
Steven warned you that you should scope it out. I think you are scoping it out, and it's a good idea.
That's recon.
So, yeah. So, it's the plan to land here at this Jump Florida airport. I can't remember what it actually is called.
Yeah.
But let me, hold on. I can build this map. As you're flying over, if you guys would...
Lord of the Lakes Airport.
What's it called?
It looks like a cross.
Oh.
Most airports do.
All right, some trees have loaded in.
Who is she?
You'll meet her if you land at the airport.
Okay.
She's there to remind me that she's there.
I should do more stuff like that as a GM. That's actually a really good idea. Sorry.
So this is Lake Wales, is the town up here. I think it was said before Legoland is like a right around in there. There's a Legoland in there. There's a latte place that's actually pretty famous.
It's so famous, it's in the Traveler universe.
This is your 10,000 foot view. This is basically what you guys are going to get from any Google Earth look or any 10-minute research of the area that Stephen Sharp told you about. So you guys would have a good familiarity with it, like with this kind of map. So I'll give you guys some time with this. But as you guys are flying in, just discuss what kind of plan you're thinking to get into one of these lakes. Lake Gordon.
Well, let's ask ourselves: do we want to get into the lake, or do we want to just, at least or at this point, come and find a high vantage point like a hill? Like I see something here that may tell me, notionally that there's like an elevated position. Get some binoculars, look at the lake, and see if anything, happens. Do some recon.
A lot of cows for a swamp.
Is it a swamp?
It
is the state of Florida.
It is the state of Florida, so there's some marshy bits. There's some like wetlands, mostly around these ponds. They're lakes, but ponds. Down here in all of this area, if I could direct your attention to the lake-ish area, this is all orchard, and this farm is basically like most of this map. I could draw here. This is the. Let me get a color here. Have you guys looked it up on like a parcel map? This is not true in any way, shape, or form. It's not like real life. I'm drawing this because this is my game. This is the parcel land.
The parcel tongue.
Yeah. That is Lake Gordon, okay? So like when Stephen Sharp gave you guys that address, this is the parcel that came up.
Okay.
Oh shit, I missed it's this. Sorry. This part is 2.
He got whole 4 additional cow out of that.
The gators and boas of the area are grilled.
There are 2 buildings here on the parcel. There's a small house next to the lake, and then there's like a farmhouse down here.
What is a small house? The cow is bigger.
There's some big ass cows around here.
Damn, look at that squirrel.
The big ass squirrels around here. They breed them big on this farm.
Yeah,
Damn.
I mean there was a campaign one time where there were big squirrels.
Oh yeah, and bunnies.
Yeah, this was an interesting episode. Yeah, they weren't as cute as you'd think they were.
One got its head blown off.
Okay, well I saw
What monster would do that?
I saw a cute bunny earlier today. So I'm choosing to think of that one.
I break for bunnies. So, Kizik, real quick, thoughts?
I want to know if Lake Gordon's like the local swimming hole.
Absolutely not.
I want to know if their farmhouse is rented out for like events.
Absolutely not. You look up the farmhouse, and there's nothing publicly available for it. And it has been in the same family for generations.
Ooh. If we're landing at this airport on landing approach, I want to overfly the parcel as much as possible. It wouldn't be that unusual at a small airport for me to do that. So we can get
What's
a look.
overfly? Okay.
So,
Yeah.
You're in pattern of like getting ready for landing. You would fly around the surrounding areas while getting your bearings and making sure there's no traffic in the pattern. So you'd fly around the airport, and it's close enough that it looks like it's within radius.
Give me a luck roll.
I almost rolled 2d6. That would have been embarrassing.
Would have been under 77.
Can you critically succeed on a luck roll?
Did you get a 1?
No, not that. But I got a 27.
Okay. So, luckily, it's beautiful skies, and it's a crisp early morning that you guys are flying into. This airport is normally like a parachute jump airport, so no one is going out so early. Nobody's opened yet, so yeah, you're free to just take your time, fly around, just nice and airy. So you guys have tons of time out there to do this. So when you overfly and you pass over things on the farm, tell me where you're looking. Point on the map where it touched you.
I mean, I'm not going to be able to see as much because I'm going to be flying the plane, but I will look. I'm gonna look
I
at the.
figured out how to do something.
We'll look at the lakes. You figure out how to ping? Yeah.
Nice. All right.
And probably that one too.
Let's get a group spot hidden on the lake.
Crushed it.
Crap, where's my thing?
Oh, I didn't crush it as much as I thought because that's the one stat I didn't get to improve. But I still passed it.
Crushed it.
I crushed it.
That's a 4 out of 90.
All right, we're going to start with this. As you guys come in, you bank left and get a good view out the left wing, directly down in this lake next to the small house. You guys are flying northeast, coming across this lake, like this. Okay? And as you guys tip your wing down and you're looking, Kizik, you spot in the water that's about 40 feet long. Its girth is about 9 feet diameter.
That's a lot of girth.
Huge snake. Its shadow is on the bottom of this water. You can see this thing like just barely, against the backdrop of the lake. And as the wing tips back up, you lose it. But it was there. It's in this lake right now.
Guys, I saw the big one.
Was it moving?
It was swimming around. It's like an anaconda, 40 foot long, like 8 foot wide. It's a shadow. He's in that big lake right there.
Okay, so you did see it moving. Long pause.
Yeah. Well, yeah, according to what I remember, it was moving, right?
Yeah, it was moving.
Oh, then yeah, no, it was moving.
Okay, that's what I was waiting for because I don't think the
Sorry,
GM said initially it was moving, and it was going to be like, was it a snake or a snake-like structure? But if it was moving, it's not a structure.
Sorry, how many feet wide?
8 feet in diameter.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I already apologized for this next part. As you come around, sorry, Stella, you want to say something?
I don't know if that apology was adequate.
I believe what she wants to say is stop it.
I am terribly sorry that this entire campaign is
It's
about
based on
serpent people.
snakes. Yeah.
You had to you couldn't say 5 feet wide.
5. Well, then it wouldn't match up with the image that I'm going to show you later.
Oh, God forbid.
Or its ability to swallow our entire plane.
It's not that big. I can go ahead. You guys, you passed it. I can show you this image.
I am really, really glad, though, that the GM wouldn't let us land in the lake now.
Yeah, man. I wasn't going to let you do that.
Because
That would've
our
been
normal lake transportation is that inflatable dinghy.
It's also not an anaconda. And I'm going to scale it to the actual house.
Oh,
So,
Did I see his big old hood?
yeah, you would have, yeah, with your 4 or whatever, you would have seen that. And let me go ahead and just get a fucking sanity roll because you realize that a cobra under the water is not a normal thing. It living to be this big is not a normal thing. This is an unnatural snake. You've seen it, and I thought Graham saw it. So go ahead and give me those sanity rolls. I might as well get them in right here at the end as you're flying a plane.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
I did a regular pass, so I may have seen it. Alright, let's see. I'll fail the shit out of this one because it's a sanity roll and it's me.
I rolled a 94.
Ooh, that's a 24. I may have passed this one. Hold on, let me go check my sanity on the other sheet.
wait,
San-
show me the.
Yeah, sanity's... I passed! Passed the sanity roll, guys. It was
Very nice.
It was bound to happen eventually. It's all Howie's fault. He's actually in my lap. It never happens, and I'm really living up the moment.
How do you get the rolly thing back up?
Don't refer to Howie as a roly thing.
No.
Oh, enter or click down the little box.
Oh, I'm fine. I rolled a 60.
All right, did anybody fail it?
I failed terribly.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
good.
give me roll a 1d6.
Then a lot. Oh, that's not a lot.
Yeah, you take 1 sanity loss. That's not too bad. And you guys know that that's there.
Cool.
Yeah, I was describing an anaconda, and then I saw its hood, and I said, "No, it can't have a hood. That's too big." Wait, cobras don't swim underwater. What is that thing?
I know that I'm quoting from the wrong water monster, but we need a bigger boat.
I wish.
I'm just glad there's no motherfucking snakes in this motherfucking plane.
Now that you've killed Cornelius.
Me too.
Because that was totally a thing when you found him. You were... Oh, no, you guys were driving, weren't you?
He's in my truck.
Yeah, we tried.
Yeah. The original plan was, yeah, snakes on a plane.
And he came out of the air vent.
He did. All right, so you guys are now flying west side of the map. Well, okay. Sorry, you're flying northernly direction on the west side of the map, east side of the map. Jesus Christ! Here's your compass right here. I'm just terrible at this.
All good.
What's the next thing you guys want to look at? You want to look at this hill?
Is this where we've landed?
We have
No,
we
you guys
haven't
are
landed.
in the air.
Okay,
I'm flying a very like technically I could just fly straight in because the GM's already said there's no traffic, but I'm pretending like there's traffic that we can get some aerial reconnaissance in before we go on foot. And I feel like it's a good thing that we did that. But yes, we're still in the air. We can land and go on foot if you want. Or we can take another pass.
I don't want to be on the ground with the thing.
Okay, do you want to just stay up here forever?
No.
Yes. Yes.
Not
I
when
get
you
it.
say it like that.
I'm joking.
I mean, I'd like to go swimming. I understand now why it's not a local swimming hole.
Also, might realize why there's no cows near the lake.
This one is like the sentinel. And it like is facing the herd to be like, do not walk past me. It's not safe.
What about that one?
That would look, every village has an idiot.
There is a cow there, and when you get closer to that cow, or try to just look specifically at that cow, you'll find out why.
Uh-oh.
Let's go look at the cow. I turned the plane around.
Yeah, I saw something weird.
All right,
What's happening with the
Gonna
cow?
gonna go back and look at the cow.
We're all like pressed up against the window looking at the cow.
All right, so like you, how do you come back around like this?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Whee!
This is a very bad
definitely
tight turn.
Making that turn.
I mean, I'd come outside the property and then go over
Yeah,
again.
make another pass directly over the same spot.
Yeah.
Tip your wing back and go ahead and give me another spot hidden roll, everybody. I'm going to need hard success for this one. I'll take a regular success to just give you a little bit of the cow.
Okay, well, I got a 12, which is a extreme success for me.
It's fantastic.
I got a regular success.
So Kizik, that's another regular success from Allie of the 72. So Kizik and Allie sees this cow staked, like tethered
Oh my god, it's
To a-
Jurassic Park!
to a pole, and Graham, you see that this cow is blindfolded, and it's sitting next to the dock. And
Oh
I
my
don't know
god,
if you
is
can
Betty,
tell.
is Betty White leading this cow out to the...
There is a little old lady
Yes!
sitting on her back porch, and this snake. Like, you guys all pass, so just cinematically right here at the end, we're gonna have this cobra come up, and fucking as you fly over, this cobra rears out of the water and grabs this fucking cow and pulls it back under the water, and the little old lady starts, yay! As you
As long as it
And-
makes her happy.
You guys have seen Lake Placid, right?
Yeah.
No.
Oh my god, okay, well, let's add that to the list right now.
All right, that was excellent with those spot hidden. So that was a good scene to have as you guys fly over. And you will let's pick up again next time as you guys decide whether you want to land and come in here with dirt bikes, or go get bigger guns, or whatever you want to do. This is the next part of the sandbox. Thank you, everybody. I hope you had a good time.
Had a fantastic time. I'm thinking of all
Sorry
sorts...
for arresting you.
oh no, I was torn between so I'm one of those people you cannot watch a police procedural drama with because I will ruin it for you.
I appreciate it, and I thought that because of the real world knowledge, right? This is one puzzle that I'd like to propose because I've never arrested you. I've never done it. And I'd like to be able to do it in a modern game and see what would happen. This does actually start an entire, the Judge Donovan Block thing is going on. And if you guys want to check it out and find out who did that, that's totally a thing. Yeah, that exists. So this is going to be fun. I like this part.
Yeah, it's been fun. Had a good game. And for those of you on the stream, we'll see you next time.
Thank you.